What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. And this podcast is brought to you by Merrick Health. And if you go to merrickhealth.com/RBP, you're going to see two blood panels of mine. One is a guided optimization, and the second is just a blood panel. Now, if you click on just the blood panel, you're going to get everything you need. And at checkout, you're just going to put code RBP, and you'll get that blood panel for $108. So it's a small price to pay to get checked and make sure that you're trending in the right direction and you're healthy so that your body can grow and do what it needs to do while you're bodybuilding. So, guys, get to merrickhealth.com/RBP or just go to merrickhealth.com and use code RBP at checkout. Get the blood panel done, get your health checked, get your hormones checked. Make sure that everything is moving in the right direction so you can keep growing and keep getting better on the way to your goals. Hello, Mr. Valliere.
Hello, Mr. Fouad Abiad.
The hair is looking very poofy tonight.
I literally just got out of the shower, so.
Ah, okay. So I noticed your motorcycle model now.
Yeah, how you like that?
I'm a little jealous.
It's so sexy. You want Mark to take some shots like that for you?
I do.
Next time we're down, we'll get him to take some sexy pics like that for you.
You know, it's funny.
Yeah.
I've had my motorcycle for 5 years, and I see these people posting all these like perfect pictures of themselves on their motorcycles. I'm like, how come I don't have that fucking shit?
Yeah.
For those people who don't know what I'm talking about, this is Ian's attempt at modeling his motorcycle.
Whoa. Damn, girl, look at those pipes.
There's nothing cooler than motorcycle gear too. There's like they're wearing like an armored vest.
I know. Mark convinced me. I had like a sweater and stuff under that when I rode, but he's like, yo, you got to fucking take it off for the pics. I'm like, no, bro. He's like, do it. Trust me. I'm like, all right, fine.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. I'm jealous. I gotta do some next.
Yeah.
You gotta get one of those helmets with the mohawk on it. The spikes.
Oh God.
Those are the worst.
That's the worst. Yeah.
Just for the photo shoot.
Hello, Mr. Lauzon.
Hi guys.
Can you
Lauzon?
can you raise up your seat a little bit because you're going to be cut off halfway by the border?
Where's my seat?
Yeah. Why are you so short?
How about I lower my screen?
Yeah, that works. That's too far. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good.
I don't like that
What
shine.
the fuck is happening, Paul?
There we go. All good. Little slight adjustment on the set here.
Mike, how are you?
Where's the lighting tech? I'm good.
How was Metallica?
It was really good, yeah.
Was it fucking
Limp
awesome?
Bizkit was really good. Yeah, it was
What?
good.
Limp
Oh,
Bizkit was there too?
Yeah, they were good.
Oh,
Really?
man.
Yeah.
Those guys still perform well?
Yeah, it was actually really good. It's like
I really-
Fred Durst is like the most relaxed performer I've ever seen on stage. He's like pretty much asleep. Just like,
Really?
hey man. Like,
Wow.
he's so good.
10
though.
Xanax at him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I really wanted to go to that, Mike. I'm sorry I couldn't make it.
Well, it's okay. I hate you guys, so it's fine.
How fucked up did you get?
I didn't.
You didn't?
No, I just had a couple drinks. It wasn't really like that kind of atmosphere.
Oh, everybody's just kind of chilling, listening to music.
Yeah, more like nostalgic. Everyone there was like reliving their youth for 2 hours.
Yeah. Did they play all the bangers or did they play new shit?
Oh, I heard that our night was actually better because they played a lot more old stuff. The first night they played a lot of like their new album that no one listens to.
Yeah.
So, like I don't know a fucking song on there, but the second night was mainly like it was a lot of like older stuff like Whiplash and stuff like that. And then they played One, which I think they don't really play that often. So that was pretty cool. And
What
then they ended with Enter Sandman.
did Limp
So
Bizkit play all their good ones too, or no?
Yeah, they played everything. They don't have much of a catalog, so fucking
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I guess they
bang
don't
out
have
like all 5 top songs and get out.
that. That's cool, man. So you had a good night.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. There's a lot of people, man. The place is sold out. It's like had to be like 60,000 people there.
Can you imagine being fucking 60 years old and still being a sellout fucking an 80,000 person arena?
Yeah.
Like that without even trying.
Yeah.
But they're like
You think they're that
they've got
old?
to be like one of the greatest bands of all time, to be honest.
I don't think that he is that old.
Really?
James,
For sure he's
Hetfield?
not old.
what's his name? James Hatfield?
Yeah. What
Yeah,
he's
about
gotta
He's
how old's
60.
Fred Durst? Oh, those guys are in their 40s.
Well, I don't
No,
think
it's
so.
gotta be
No,
our-
no.
No,
They got to be
50s?
way older than 40. Yeah.
Really?
Here, let's find out.
Yeah.
I know Hatfield's 60. I'm pretty sure. James Hatfield.
I mean, Fred Durst is probably older than you, Paul.
He's
60.
50
Yeah.
something.
Hatfield's 61.
What's Durst? 50?
I'm pretty
52?
sure Paul's right about Durst. He's got to be 50. Yeah, in his 50s.
I was thinking late 40s.
No,
early
no.
50s,
He's
maybe.
got-
I'm going to guess he's like 54.
Ian's right.
54 on the nose?
Yeah.
Huh.
I told you, as long as Ian says it with confidence, it's like accurate.
Is it actually right, though?
Yeah, it is right.
Guys, that wasn't a guess. I knew the answer.
Sometimes Ian says stuff with authority because he means it, and he
I
knows it.
it actually wasn't the answer, but I said it with
Sometimes-
such authority it changed all of time. You know?
Listen, there's three.
You made it
There's,
its birthday.
I made it. Yeah.
there's three scenarios. Okay, sometimes he knows what he's talking about and says it with authority. Sometimes he has no idea what he's talking about, but still says it with authority.
Yeah.
And sometimes he guesses with authority, and it turns out to be right.
Which is what I did in this circumstance.
What's going on, Paul? What's new in your world?
Well, it's been a busy day. This is my first chance to sit down.
How's the border? Did you arrest any migrants trying to run across the border? Just swim,
No,
swim-
I haven't. I
Trying to
haven't
swim-
deported
swim-
anybody yet.
swim across the Detroit River.
I wield my power very, very responsibly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't like to abuse it. I use it when it's
Great
needed
power
only.
comes great responsibility.
Right, it's like a sword. I keep it sheathed until I need it.
Paul,
Have you ever cuffed anyone, Paul?
Oh yeah, not a long time though.
no, you haven't.
I could tell you some stories to it.
Well,
I can't though,
You
unfortunately.
literally
Oh,
see him
is
every
it?
day. You've never told him.
Bound by an oath of confidentiality.
That's right. I can't speak of my operations.
All right, I'm going to give you a serious question. How many
Yep.
people have you deported? Are you like the
No,
deported?
I don't do immigration.
Oh, you're not. Okay,
I don't do customs immigration. Like it is like we work together.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I've never been trained immigration. I've never worked on that.
have
side.
you ever seen a bunch of Mexicans at Walmart and called in?
or just I've yelled at them.
What are you doing here?
I scoffed at them.
Sorry, I got immigration on the brain because I was watching the news earlier and all the shit that's going on. But
Yeah.
what else is going on? Anything else?
With me?
Yeah.
Well, things are about to get busy soon.
Oh, wait, I wanted to ask you. You know what I fucking found out?
What?
Tim Hortons is making a protein coffee.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So your
They got me.
your post-workout, pre-workout coffee thing now
Double
Actually-
whammy.
actually makes sense.
Do they also use a fast digesting carbohydrate with it, or you just got to get it with sugar?
It's called the Lauzon. They're marketing it.
Yeah. Look, it's right here. I'll show you guys.
Well, time is starting to catch on.
Tim Hortons has introduced a new lineup of protein coffee drinks, blending their signature coffee with high-protein Canadian dairy. The drinks are made with Dairyland's high-protein, lactose-free milk, which provides twice the protein of regular milk. The lineup includes a protein latte, protein vanilla ice latte, and a protein cappuccino. 20
grams.
20 grams of protein in a medium. So that's fucking great.
Wow.
So they're using like Fairlife.
Yeah, that still counts.
I like
Yeah.
that they're using lactose free though.
Yeah, because you're lactose intolerant.
Right.
Sure.
There's degrees of it, Fouad.
This
Doesn't mean like
this guy eats like 2 liters of ice cream and shits himself, and he's like, "I'm lactose intolerant."
It's called a cleanse. He's doing a cleanse.
That's right. Yeah.
I think that's more volume related than
Yeah. Well, that's like I said. There's degrees of it. You know,
Yeah.
it's like I'm on the lower end of intolerance.
Yeah.
You know, I'm actually I'm pretty happy with like Tim Hortons doing a 20. That's a lot of protein, and to just go get a coffee and you get 20 gram shot. That's fucking great.
What's the price point? Did they say?
Why are you on a budget?
Just curious.
Are you on a
Just
budget?
curious. I want to
That
see.
could be the deal breaker right
I
there.
want to see. I want to see how they're pricing it. You know.
What? I
It's,
want to
He'll
know.
have to put it in his spreadsheet and see if it fits the budget. You know, put it in his Excel for his monthly budget. Oh, it doesn't fit. We gotta remove something so I can
We
fit in
gotta
my
cut
protein
somewhere.
coffee.
We
Yeah.
gotta cut somewhere. Yeah, we don't
Cut the
we don't
kids'
increase it.
basketball. You know.
Yeah, we don't add expense. We cut from somewhere.
Yeah. Sorry, girls, no basketball this year. Dad needs his protein coffee.
What price point do you think would be inappropriate?
Inappropriate over $5.
Because you got to think. You got to think.
$5 for what size?
For people in the States, a Tim Hortons coffee in Canada is like what, $1.50 or something like that for a medium?
No.
$2. $2
No,
for
it's
a
not that
medium.
Is it that cheap?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tim Hortons is cheap. Starbucks is expensive.
Starbucks is the $4.
Idiot. He has
$5.
no idea. He's the only.
Look,
buys
he's gonna.
expensive
I know
stuff.
he doesn't care. He's.
I gotta
fine.
Google. No, I mean, I didn't think
he's hey, Paul. He's a Bumstead. Don't talk to him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he doesn't drink that
Hey.
peasant
Coffee doesn't go well with my salmon in the morning.
That's right. Sure. It's common.
a
folks,
medium's
coffee.
a medium's $2.
Okay. So whatever. I was close enough. So
Yeah, you were
$2.
close.
So people usually pay, like I go to Starbucks and I pay $4 or $5 for my Americano. So
Fuck.
I would pay $4 or $5 for
What? The reason I'm saying that,
Astronomical prices.
my
Stop
daughter's
drinking.
my kids got on these fucking Starbucks drinks. And
Oh,
whenever I
no.
stop and get them one, they're like $6 for these things. They get like these cookie crumble fucking things. I don't know what they are. They but they're like $6 for a fucking little thing.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It's like
I love
80
it
grams of sugar too, Paul. Can't let your
Yeah.
kids eat that.
I love it. I love it.
As long as they worked out first.
Post-workout.
Yeah.
I post
Fat people go to Starbucks and they get a latte that has like 900 calories, or a caramel macchiato or something. They're like, I'm on a diet. I'm like, you're literally
Nah.
you're drinking a piece of cake. Like it's not
Yeah,
fucking,
right.
Arguably worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what price point would you not pay for the 20 grams of protein? Because you're also getting a coffee, so it's a
Right.
double whammy.
Right. And you also get the increased absorption from that caffeine. So you're going to retain more of that glucose.
That's actually true. That's actually a fact, Paul.
I
agree
know.
with you.
I know that, Fouad. I'm well aware of that.
Okay.
Are you rolling? Are you rolling a joint right now? What are you doing?
No, I just got myself comfortable. I don't like this light that keeps doing this.
What are you worried about?
The heavens are shining on you, my friend.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm
worry.
going to back it up a little.
Are you using like a computer with like an actual like webcam on it?
Yes.
It's not like a clip-on thing that goes on.
No, it's in the computer. It's in the computer.
In
Yeah,
like
it's
a
right here. It's a
desktop, like a desktop computer.
It's a laptop. It's a Dell.
It's a laptop.
It's a Dell laptop. It's one of their higher-end models. It's Dell Precision M4800.
Okay.
2015.
One of their higher end models from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
This was like a work laptop he kept.
Got it at a garage sale.
$24 at a garage sale.
Oh my god.
I talked him down to 18.
Yeah. He's got to save money for his protein coffee, you know?
Came with a few video games.
Okay, so you haven't told me what price yet. Fuck, man.
I would pay for a large. I would say no more than $5.
Okay.
Like $4.50, $4.60. With a tip $5.
It's definitely going to be more than that.
You think so? All they're doing is put more milk in it.
For a large, I think it would be more than that.
Yeah.
I think they'd put it at the price point of like a large latte or maybe a little more.
Cost,
I'm assuming it'll be more.
What's a latte at Tim Hortons?
I don't know, $4.50 or something.
Or that much?
I don't know.
Isn't it just milk and coffee? Is that what a latte is?
It's $4.99, Paul.
See, yeah.
Really? What's in a latte?
The protein
Milk
latte.
and coffee.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
And
They
then it's
charge you a lot
fucking
for that milk. Eh?
brothed, you know?
The protein latte, the 20 grams of protein in a medium is $4.59. That's $4.60, Paul. You got it. Bang on.
For a medium, yeah.
For a medium. And then the iced latte is 16 grams of protein and it's $4.99. And the cappuccino is 17 grams of protein, is $4.59.
So you could argue the cappuccino's the best buy.
No, the latte is the best buy. Because $4.59 at 20 grams of protein.
How much carbs in each? You could have like a meal almost.
Nutrition facts. I swear I'm not sponsored by Tim Hortons.
I wish
I wish I was.
Yeah. Oh, Mike, I've read there's a new Crustables flavor coming out.
Wait, before you go on, 30 grams of carbs.
Really? So that's like a perfect
A
post-workout.
regular protein coffee has 25 grams of protein, 30 grams of carbs, and 9 grams of fat per serving.
A little high in the fat, but pretty good.
Yeah, it is a good post-workout. Sorry, Paul, go ahead. Say what you were going to say.
I was just telling Mike there's a new Crustables flavor coming out.
He doesn't eat that shit anymore, man. He's like,
Yeah, I know, but maybe binge one night or something.
What kind?
I think it was like grape and peanut butter or something like that.
Goober.
They have that already.
Well, it was something like that.
Mhm.
Maybe it was raspberry and peanut butter. I'm not really sure.
Mike, you're on clean eating all the time. How often do you cheat?
I'll cheat when I go. Like when I went to the concert, I had a bunch of shit, and if we go to movies and stuff, I'll eat whatever. I just try and
So for you, it's
stick to my meals.
So for you, it's only like in an event.
Yeah, or just sometimes randomly I'll want something, I'll go get it. Like we'll get a slice of pizza instead of eating a whole pizza.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
that's the trick. That's the ticket.
Yeah. So
Ian, how often?
Probably eat off diet. Like, what are we considering a cheat? Like a meal out?
Well, yeah, Uber Eats, like a fucking pizza or a burger or something like that. Like, I don't know.
Chocolate, cookies.
I don't eat stuff like that, but every
No?
week or never, like
Never.
zero. But that doesn't like do it for me. I don't like. I wouldn't
He's
be
not a,
excited.
he's not a sweet
You know, a
guy.
sweet tooth at all, eh?
No, like, look, I enjoy it as much as anybody, but it's not like something I would like. Like over consuming them doesn't make me like feel good. It makes me feel like shit.
Let's
Well, of course.
let's rephrase what you said.
Yeah.
You don't enjoy it as much as anybody.
I love cookies. I fucking love them. I love
Do you?
ice cream
No.
for sure. I love
Okay,
them.
well, that's what I was getting.
Hold on a minute.
no, you don't love them.
You don't love them like I love them.
I don't have like a defective fucking like
I'm not a degenerate cookie eater.
taster.
Listen,
You
Paul
won't
gets,
like-
Paul gets
I
up
just
and
have far better self control than you.
Paul
Yeah.
gets up and eats cookies at 3 a.m. That's how much he loves them.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I can't keep
that's-
him in the house.
But that's Paul needs therapy. That's nothing to do with the cookies.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that.
Paul
Not arguing that at all.
has deep seated issues that's making him eat cookies. You know,
I do. I got a lot of issues, Ian. I fully accept that. But you've never binged and eaten a box of cookies?
I mean, I'm sure I have post show when I was very young, but not in 10, 15 years now.
Really? Wow.
No. Like,
Paul,
yeah, I mean, I might eat
sorry, I have a question. So I know myself, I'm kind of an emotional eater. You're not an emotional eater. Why do you binge?
It's the weed. I don't know what it is.
Smokes too
Oh,
much pot.
It's because he smokes weed for sure.
Yeah,
You wake up in
but-
the middle of the night, you're a bit fucking baked. You're like, oh
But
my God.
I'm also blessed that I got a good metabolism.
You can get away with it.
I can get away with it.
That's actually
You're
true.
a specimen.
This is the shittiest eating person I know. That's also the leanest.
I mean, I got a bloated stomach. You know, it's
Yeah.
bloated out of control right now, especially. But I don't carry fat anywhere else, and it's not really fat; it's just bloat. So if I actually
Yes.
got strict, it would probably go down.
Yeah, all that sugar's not going to his stomach. It's going to his internal organs and his fucking heart, you know?
Yeah. So it doesn't show on the outside, so
Yeah, it's just
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter
encased
then.
in
Right.
fucking
I look
plaque.
great.
Paul, listen, if you can't see it, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Right.
no,
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, it's better to look good than to feel good.
Yeah, that's why we smoke. That's why we smoke and drink like
Right, I got all
Yeah,
kinds of
'cause
bad
they
habits.
feel awesome.
7 coffees a day because it doesn't.
Right.
If you can't see it, it's not happening.
Yeah, I could get hit by a bus tomorrow.
That's right.
No, but I eat out a meal like once a week. I've got on this thing with eating these really fucking spicy like pack noodles. They're like a ramen noodle
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
like extreme
Yeah.
spicy, and I'm like addicted to them. And I eat those probably twice a week.
Okay, but that's still not bad. Like
No, because I'll eat that and like have my chicken or like my meat with it. Like I eat it as my carb, you know?
I consider that a clean off-season meal.
Yeah. So yeah, and I'll eat that like at a restaurant or like order a Uber Eats or something. But even then, if I'm ordering Uber Eats, like half the time I'll order like fucking Thai Express. You know what I mean? Like
You're not a food guy. That's all there's to it.
not a foodie, right? Yeah.
You're not a foodie.
You're not a binger.
Ian eats for fuel. He doesn't eat for.
No, like look, sometimes
Enjoyment.
I want to get it, but I also I don't. Look, because I'm not taking anything. I'm so concerned about getting fat.
Okay.
So like I just really don't want to eat stuff and get fat and then have to fucking like, you know, when you're trying to deal with this when you're not on anything, it's like you start doing cardio and you get fucking skinny and I'm like, I'm not trying to deal with that. I'm just like, I'm at a decent level right now and I don't want to get fatter. So I'm like, I'm
Makes
trying
sense.
really hard to control it. You
Yeah,
know?
I get it.
Yeah, I can get away with it because I make up all the calories in one meal.
Yeah.
If I was
Backloading.
eating, I'm backloading.
See, I'm already eating 5 meals a day. You know?
Yeah, if I was eating 5 meals a day and a pizza, I would be a fat fuck.
Yeah.
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 Paul saw me today. I'm pretty lean, right, Paul?
Yeah, actually, you do. You look a lot leaner right now, Fouad.
Paul was the first time Paul was actually impressed and didn't tell me I looked like a bag of shit.
I didn't go that far. I just said you look better.
No. The look on your face said it all. You were like, oh, that's not bad.
I could tell you've been working on some vacuums too. You had good control.
Yeah, good control.
He's
of my
up
weights.
the Anavar dose a little, you know?
I bumped the Anavar to 25 grams a day.
Ooh.
Grams.
Grams, yeah.
Milligram, yeah, 25 grams. Yeah.
25
Yes.
grams.
That's
Full pack a day.
I'm doing the new. That's the new technique. Just like
The Blitz
boost,
cycle.
boost the Anavar, keep the test really low.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to get into a couple things. First, dumb things. This is a new thing on the internet I'm seeing everywhere. Would 100 men beat a gorilla?
0% chance.
So
Really?
Get killed.
No,
They would get ripped
they'd all be
apart.
dead. If you had any tools or weapons, you'd stand a
Right.
chance. But 100
No.
unarmed men, you're dead, all of them for sure.
Yeah, because how they gonna take it down? Are they
You
gonna
wouldn't.
choke it
It
out?
would be impossible to subdue it. It would just
Right.
it just fucking fling you all
It'll
around.
literally rip your limbs off.
And it would have unlimited endurance compared to a human. The gorilla would not get tired. You know.
Right.
100 men.
Yes. It doesn't matter if it's 1 or 100. It doesn't make a difference.
It does.
Like, how would they
Of course
stop it?
matters.
How?
Would they just pile on top of it?
Yeah,
Exactly.
They'd have
Only
to pin
so
it
many
down.
can get in there at a
Suffocate
time.
it that way?
It wouldn't work. No.
Who's the guy? The poor bastard that's got to be the
Who's the first guy in?
yeah, right?
First sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, eh? That's fucking. I don't know, Ian. I don't think it's that clear cut. Plus, it depends on
I think
what.
I think more than half of those 100 men would see what happened to the first few men.
And then they
run away.
For sure. Definitely. Get
Like,
tossed
I'm
all
not
over the
doing
place.
that.
Well, this is why I was saying, like, it depends what 100 men you're talking about. Are we talking about like 100 fighters? Are we talking about like 100 twinks? Like, what are we
I don't
talking
think it
about?
matters that much.
Twinks.
I think they're all dead no matter what.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think so, man. I think if
Okay,
you had,
it's because you can only get so many on the. You can't get 100 guys on the gorilla at one time, so you're limited to like what can get in there, and it's going to be fucking flailing and hitting them all. You're just not going to get in there in close proximity. It would be impossible.
You'd have to really organize it so that they all 100 like just piled on it at the same time.
But even then,
Like
100
just-
guys on a gorilla, it could just fucking muff that off, no problem. you
Yeah.
know?
How would you even take it to the ground?
You couldn't.
let's see what this looks like.
You have to have one
The
guy like on
simulation?
all fours and then push the grill over him.
1 second.
What does ChatGPT say?
I want to see if there's any. Is there 2 gorillas fighting here or what?
That was a pussy gorilla. Whatever that one was.
Yeah, we need like a full-grown male silverback. You know.
Yep.
They
The
tricked
mating
me.
season.
They tricked me with the thumbnail.
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT.
Animal expert weighs
There it
in-
is, right there.
What?
There was a question was can one gorilla beat 100 men?
Honestly, 100 guys wouldn't stand a chance.
Yeah. See.
They're going to be swatting him like out of breath children, and a single one of his punches would floor them. Yeah, I could imagine getting fucking hit by a fucking gorilla.
What's it say about who would win, a grizzly bear or a gorilla?
I want to
For
see.
sure.
I want to see a silverback fight. Like, oh wait, what's
Yeah,
going on?
it's
Here? Wait,
Chat-
what's going on here? There we go. Come on, man. I think a guy could fucking.
Come on, man.
100
No.
guys could fucking do some shit.
No. This is like an 800-pound, 1,000-pound animal, bro. Do you have
Sure,
any
this
idea
is-
how big this is?
It's fucking Dingleberry.
ChatGPT says in almost any realistic scenario, 100 unarmed men would not be able to defeat an adult male gorilla in a fight without significant casualties, and possibly not at all. Here's why. And then it says the average gorilla can weigh 300 to 500 pounds. That's up to 9 times stronger than a human male. They can lift over 1,800 pounds and break bones easily with a single blow. Their bite force is 1,300 psi, stronger than a lion's. They can run at 25 miles an hour. That's like pro sprinter
You're
speed.
not even getting away.
Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't even get away. You couldn't even run close that fast.
I wonder if there's any do you think there's any predator that a man or a bunch of men could deal with?
No, that's
Yeah,
why
like
they
a
made-
wolf.
They made guns.
A wolf.
No, without
100
guns.
men could kill a wolf, no problem.
Yeah, I guess a wolf is
For sure.
How though?
Or a coyote. Yeah, well, no, they're scavengers.
I mean, like an apex. I mean, an apex predator, right? Like not a coyote.
Well, like a big boy, yeah.
like the
How
top,
would
of
you-
the,
how would-
top of the food chain.
How would you kill it though? You choke it?
Yeah, I mean, I think because they're not
Well, it's gonna
that
bite.
much heavier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
it
ahead.
would definitely fuck some few up and bite a
Yeah,
few, but like
yeah.
you could overwhelm it by getting on top of it for sure. Someone grabs the legs, you're all fucking scrambling. The gorilla would just be like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
know, it
imagine.
wouldn't matter. Yeah.
But if you amplified the size of that wolf to like a rhinoceros,
you're
there's no,
fucked.
there's no fucking way.
No chance.
Because now
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't you can't get on top of it. You can't do shit. You can't smother it.
No. Yeah. And a
that-
bear is definitely worst case scenario. for sure.
Most I can't think of another apex predator that a man could take down. Like, could 100 men take down a lion?
I don't think so.
Gonna swat the fuck out of everybody.
Well,
Yeah.
I know what. How about like
I think
an-
you stand a way better chance than a gorilla or a bear. But go ahead, Paul, sir.
what about an alligator or a crocodile?
That probably, yeah.
Because you
Oh,
could get
I
it from
oh
the
wait,
back.
yeah. If you got on top,
100
yeah,
men, you could get on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I've
see
seen-
guys
a
where they
lion-
fucking grab them and hit.
Right.
I think a lion you could if you somehow got to its like back legs.
Yeah, I
and,
think
like,
a lion you
pile
probably
on.
could. Yeah.
Break
You
its
could like
legs.
take away 2 of its legs and then have it be on its front and then pile on it you'd be getting fucked up like crazy. But a
Yeah.
gorilla, like they're on all fours, and they're
Yeah.
also able to raise up and like fucking be mobile.
Yeah.
They're
And the
not
thing
like
is, like,
stuck down, right?
a hit from like their leg or a foot from a gorilla is just breaking and fucking you up. Like, it's killing
Yeah,
you
but
for
same
sure.
thing with a lion.
Yeah, but they're not like kicking in the same degree. Like, it's not like they're not like appendages like a human that can like fucking,
The
they're
lion's
gonna
only got
scratch
one
you and
weapon
shit.
too. The lion's only got his mouth to fight.
No,
True.
it's got
They're
fucking
claws.
claws.
Well,
that
that's true. Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's got 3
Yeah.
weapons.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking.
And a SWAT, it's like a lion weighs like 300 or 400 pounds. Like a SWAT from a lion is going to break your fucking neck.
Mhm.
Yeah, if it hits you in the face or neck, you're fucked for sure. Yeah.
Imagine if it stomped on you.
I don't think that would fuck you up too bad.
You know what lions do? You know what
With a
males
lion?
do?
No.
You know what males do to other males? They fucking rip their nuts off.
Yeah.
They go for the nuts
They
first.
bite their balls right off.
Right.
Really?
I'm
That's
massive
a
like that
show
motherfucker.
of dominance.
Put him in his mouth after.
All right. Well, we solved that internet problem. Okay. More importantly, a bodybuilding question. I saw this today come up. The Mr. Olympia organization will not pay Kai Green for his participation in the Masters Olympia.
Good.
I'm going to have an unpopular opinion here.
What happened there?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Kai Green wants to do the Masters Olympia, but like most other times when he competed at the Olympia near the end of his career, he wanted to get paid. I shouldn't put words in his mouth. This is what's reported: is he wants to get paid to do the show because he knows that he's going to draw a certain amount of people to the audience. I don't know if I'm totally in disagreement.
I think you could maybe argue a percentage of pay-per-view buys or of ticket sales, but I think for just like a flat out pay, I don't think is I wouldn't.
The reason
There's
I thought so originally, I thought to myself, no, fuck that. Everybody's on a level playing field, right? But then I also thought to myself, there's a lot of, well, not a lot. I think all fighters get paid a certain amount to show and a certain amount to win. So it's not out of the realm of.
Yeah, but you're putting yourself in danger. It's different. Yeah.
No. It's not that. I'm just saying it's not out of the realm of entertainment to say, we're going to pay you to show up. And then we're going to pay you the prize money. We're going to pay you the prize money as well.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's out of the realm of realism. I know shows have done it for sure. I mean, I know this is a thing. But I think for like Olympia level shows to be paying Kai when he's 10 years retired, I don't know. I mean, I don't think.
Okay, well, let me ask you this question. Let's just. I know from the moral and the proper standpoint, we're all going to say the same thing. It's the level playing field for everybody. It's a competition. You show up, you win. You kill what you eat, whatever, or you eat what you kill. But if I'm just going to play devil's advocate, who's going to watch the Masters Olympia if Brandon Curry and Kai Green don't show up?
Yeah, no, look, I agree from a promoter standpoint. I think it's good. I'm only saying it because I think the whole Kai comeback thing is annoying as fuck and like dragged on for so long. And he's like obviously played this out. And I don't even think if they paid him, he would do it anyways. I think it's all a fucking ruse. So look, would I want to see him compete? Sure. If I was a promoter and I had the money available that made sense financially, would I do it? Probably yes. I'm just saying it more from like an annoyance standpoint that I don't want.
Well, I think everybody's annoyed with the whole Kai Green, making a comeback every single year.
The Olympia, the Arnold, this, it's that he's going to come back. It's
if we
using
put
it
that
to promote his brands. Yeah.
If we put that all aside, like Paul asked you as a fan, because you're a big fan of bodybuilding as well as obviously in the sport, but you're also a huge fan. Would you watch the Masters Olympia if Kai Green competed?
Yeah.
Would you watch it if he didn't?
With the lineup that I saw last time, no.
Okay. I mean, that's a Mike. You probably wouldn't watch it either way.
No, I'd watch it to see Kai.
So would I.
I wouldn't watch it for any other reason.
Okay, so we're all kind of in agreement. Like I don't think I saw last year's Masters Olympia.
I don't think they had one last year.
Well, the year before, I think that was the one that Ken Jackson and Fred White and all those guys. Fred Smalls, that's it. But I didn't watch that. And that's no offense to those guys. I just didn't, But if Kai and it's not, if Kai made a comeback, I'd be like, you'd almost kind of just watch it like as a train wreck. It's almost like when it's almost when like fighters go away for a long time and then they come back. And like the Mike Tyson fight we just saw with Jake Paul. He's going to be old, he's going to be slow, but you still want to see it. So it's kind of the same thing, right? So people are going to tune in. Hey, does he still got it? Can he still look good? Can he still get shredded? Does the muscle look like shit? Is he still big? So it's like, I don't know, as a promoter, I think I would do it. I mean, depending on what
I
he
agree.
wanted,
Yeah.
depending on what he wanted for it, I would be like, yeah, this is going to bring a lot of eyeballs.
I just wonder if it's setting a dangerous precedent, though. Or I don't know if dangerous is even the right word. Like it could be setting a precedent. Like what's to stop Brandon Curry from saying that too then, hey, I'm only going to do the show too
Yeah,
then and go against Kai if you pay me.
Right. But I would say this. Life has a hierarchy.
Yeah.
True.
If you're great, you get
Right.
paid. If
Brandon's
you're
a Mr. Olympia, Kai is
Right.
you know.
yeah. I mean, and Brandon can say that. That's totally fair. Like,
Yeah.
look, if
Yeah,
Brandon,
right.
Brandon can say, and then it's up to the promoter to say, okay, well, you know, I'll pay you to come too, or
And-
no, I don't need you. Kai's going to bring enough people.
Right.
Yeah,
And then does
right.
that morph into something where that's what the norm becomes for shows? People are going to start, pros are going to start paying the top guys to do their shows?
No, because I agree with Fouad that there is a hierarchy of that. Not everyone can do that and be realistic in their asks.
Right.
You know,
But
like if a
really-
C-Bum or a Kai or these guys come out and they ask for this, there's a conversation to be had there. You know,
Right.
if fucking I come out and I'm like, I want you to pay me to compete at the Olympia, I'm going to come back. They're like, who the fuck is this idiot? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's different for sure. And I would
don't-
expect that. You know?
I don't think they would go that far. You don't have to beat yourself up that much, but they would at least throw you a few bucks. But anyway, no, but I was going to say,
the qualify fed.
the other thing too is this is the other thing is a lot of the bigger shows have enough guys that they don't have to do this. So it's not really a precedent. Because like if you look at the Arnold Invitational, for example,
Yeah.
think about how deep the lineup was. Who's going to play that card?
Yeah. And the prize money is so large too.
If Derek says I'm not coming, they're like, all right, well, you just lost out on 500 grand. We'll give it to Samson. Or
And people are gonna watch Arnold's anyways.
Or or Andrew or so and so. Or
What's
like
the prize money for the Masters Olympia?
50 grand or something. I don't know.
Isn't it in Japan? Didn't they build a stadium for it or something
Yeah,
like that?
there's no like say for you for Detroit, would you be allowed if you wanted to pay any athlete to come compete at your show?
Well, that was
Yeah.
something I was going to get to next. Like, I wonder if the federation, like, is there any rules concerning that?
I don't believe so.
Listen, you can make side deals.
Yeah, you can offer incentive, pay for your flights,
Yeah, if
whatever.
somebody listen, promoters are free to say to an athlete, "We'll pay for your flight, we'll pay for
Right.
your hotel,"
Yeah.
or you're even free to say, "Look, I'll cut you a check, show up on my show."
I mean,
I don't think it's a bad precedent to set. I think
No,
if-
I wasn't. Yeah, no, I used that word bad, maybe incorrectly. Like, it's just a precedent sets, perhaps.
Mike, just so your question is for 2023. After the absence of 11 years, the Masters Olympia returns to competitors and fans alike with an upgrade with $229,000 in overall prize money. So each division, let me see here. Shit, it doesn't break it down any further, and I don't want to get into it. No, yeah, I
I
don't
just
want.
wondered what
It-
you
it says
what
two-
you would want to be paid. You know what I mean?
It says
Relative to
229.
the prize money.
It says 229 overall. I'm assuming it's no more than 100 grand for the winner. It's probably like
Yeah.
Ian said, 50 or 100.
I'd say
I
it's
was,
50.
I thought it was in the 50 range.
Yeah.
Which is still good pay though for a Masters show.
Let me see if it'll give it to me. No, it keeps giving me the $229,000 number. Okay.
No, I mean it's definitely advantageous for the
Oh, wait.
promoter. I mean, someone like Kai.
Wait. What the fuck? This says 20 grand.
Okay. Well, that would make sense if there's a few divisions. 229. I mean,
Let me see, just in case I'm wrong. I'll show you guys too. Where the fuck did I see? There it is. Prize money. 229, third letters. Yeah, 20 grand.
yeah.
We gave more in Detroit.
So they have like
Yep.
40,000 across open bodybuilding,
Kai,
and then all the other classes are 20 grand across.
Kai, come to Detroit. I'll give you the.
Yep.
I'll give you an extra 10 grand. Come to Detroit.
Pay for your flights too.
I'll pay for your flights.
Put
Take
you
you
on a
out to
poster.
dinner. Take you out to dinner at that hotel
Listen,
restaurant. It's fucking great.
They'll fly you Spirit in the big comfy
A
chair,
big comfy seat.
Yeah, that's right.
And
and
you,
they'll give you 10 grand. Yeah.
you get to meet Paul. So
Right, we can hang out
you're gonna
after the show.
I thought it was more money than that. That's not great for a
Like
Masters
regular pro show, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not great for Masters Olympia. Now when you got like Dubai and you got the Pittsburgh Pro and you got all these shows doing like 100 grand for first.
Yeah, it
know?
makes sense though, because obviously based off of the numbers of people that go to watch that show and the viewership, that's probably pretty much a stretch for them even as it is. So adding someone like Kai obviously does make further years and the profitability of the show more feasible. So I definitely understand from the promoters. But as I said, I mean, I just fucking annoying. to
But
me.
see, this is another reason why, and just to wrap it up, I don't want to go on about this, but this is another reason why, if this was true, which I don't even know if this is true, it could be just rumor, but if this was true, I wouldn't be totally against Kai doing it anyway. Because if I was Kai Green and they're like 20 grand's first place, I'd be like, I'll come to your show, but I need more than 20 grand to come to your show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
So,
I mean, I would ask for a percentage of
yeah,
ticket sales and pay-per-view buys. Because I mean, then it's like put your fucking money where your mouth is. Show that you actually are worth something from an advertising standpoint.
right,
And if you're confident in that, well, then it'll be worth it. You know,
right, right.
like it's like okay, yeah, I get fucking 20% of pay-per-view or whatever it is. Like
Yeah.
for sure.
I moving to another controversial topic, but one I'm starting to really like wonder about. Keon put up an update, and I'm like, if somebody said to me Keon is Mr. Olympia in 2 years, I wouldn't be fucking blown away at all. Like you guys got like I don't know if you guys saw this shit, but
Yeah,
like
it's crazy.
this is fucking wild, man. Look at this physique. Like I don't think I've ever seen a physique like this.
Ooh.
Look at that.
That's one of the best shots in bodybuilding.
I can't pick out a flaw if I tried.
No, good calves, good quads. Waist is small. Lats are absurd. Arms are good. Chest is thick.
There's literally not one flaw in this physique.
No.
In this shot anyway. And as you go
the small gap in his abs, that's crazy. That's insane. Yeah.
Jesus, look at that arm.
Density in the arm and delts.
So bubbly and round. I hope he does an open show this year.
I don't think it's going to be long before he does. Look at the fucking legs.
What the fuck?
Oh God.
Look at that. That's like just ridiculous, man.
He's still really young too, isn't he?
Oh.
Good back double. Like everything's fucking there, man. Like I don't think there's any reason. I don't know how big he looks standing next to Derek, but I'm like, Derek came from the 212 and won the Mr. Olympia. I don't know why we.
But he has less weaknesses than Derek.
I know that, but he's just maybe
better shape.
But maybe structurally he's not as big. Maybe that's the only reason why it would be an issue.
But with that kind of roundness, I don't know. That might make up for it.
Does it though?
And then until we see him next to somebody with that kind of size, we don't know for sure.
Like you got to think Derek went on stage at 235, 240.
At most, yeah.
Right. So let's say 235, 240. If we're guessing, I think I'm pretty close there. Keon's going to go on at what, 220? At his best, like at his biggest without trying to make weight?
Does he struggle to make 212?
I don't think so. That's what I'm saying. Like at his, like, I don't even know. I don't even know if he's 220 right now. Like, I don't know.
So add 10 pounds for open, let's say.
But I'm just saying, like, let's say he did go in at 220. Is that big enough to beat a Samson at 300 fucking pounds or a Derek at 240 or 50?
I don't think so, but until we see him next to these guys, we never have seen that before, you know?
Has there ever been a little guy, and I'm sorry, Keon, if you're listening to this, I don't mean to call him a little guy, but a structurally smaller guy. Has there ever been a structurally smaller guy that's competed in the open? Because I would say arguably that's, and sorry, Lee
Sean
Priest.
Ray.
Sorry, Lee Priest, I know you're watching. And Sean Ray, you're not watching, so I don't really care. But
fuck you, Sean Ray.
Sean Ray doesn't look nearly that good. Sorry, Sean Ray's got a beautiful physique, but this is like out of this fucking world.
No, I'm saying is complete. I think Sean Ray is very complete. I don't think he's nearly as good as Keon. Like Keon would fucking spank him, but
Sean Ray's not as complete because Sean Ray's doesn't have nearly as cap delts, has a much straighter sweep to his quads. Like there's weaknesses you could pick out, even though they're slight, you could pick them out. Lee Priest, although he's like fucking wild to look at, like a crazy physique, is this better than Lee Priest?
Yeah.
Okay, then who have we seen that's on par with that? That's a structurally smaller guy. Is there anybody?
Haughty, you know?
Haughty's
when Haughty was doing 212, and like when he did the show against Flex, which let's be serious, he probably should have won. You know, that show there, I mean, that's about as good as you're going to get in that weight class.
Well, Paul, the only thing I would say about Flex, I think structurally, maybe his clavicles are a little narrow compared to Keon. That could be a weakness.
Yeah, I wasn't saying that Flex beats him. I was just saying maybe that's someone that you can compare him to. But no, that's the thing with Keon's his structure. His structure is so, ideal. Yeah, and he just opens up the way when he poses. Like he looks somewhat, not super wide at first when he's in a front relax, but then he hits that front double bicep, and it's like he gets 5-10 inches wider.
I know when Sean Clarita was coming up, a couple of years ago when he was really hot, people were like, Sean Clarita looks like a mini Ronnie Coleman. He could beat anybody. And then I had just recently, I was able to have Weinberger on the podcast, and Weinberger informed me, which is something I didn't know, structure really matters. Like the bone structure, the size of your bone structure actually really matters. So no matter how good Sean Clarita looks, he's never going to beat a Samson because structurally he's just too small.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm wondering about Keon. Is his structure going to hold him back from beating guys like Samson or Andrew or Derek or
Yeah, it's tough to
Nick?
say.
Mike?
I think it will. I think he should just stay where he is and dominate where he's at.
I agree.
You
But the
do?
money's not in 212.
No, hold on. Before
He's not going to win the. He's not. I don't think he's going to go to the Olympia and win it. So it's like, at the same time, like, could he push in the top 5, top 6 against guys? Like, who's he beating?
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question. We'll stay on the money thing, even though I wasn't going there.
Mm-hmm.
If I was let's say I was his agent, his manager, the decision would come down to what is the most amount of money you're going to win in a 212, and what is the most amount of fan base you're going to garner as a 212 Olympian,
Right.
versus how big is your fucking fan base going to get if you go against the open guys and like really challenge them.
Right.
Because we've seen underdogs like that maybe don't win, but people are like, they love that person. And they're like,
Right.
they end up with huge fan bases because they're like, just because people love the physique and they're like, we want to see that person win. So does someone like Keon, if we're talking about money only, not like prestige, does he make more money because his fan base becomes so big because he's competing in the open against the bigger guys?
Well, I also think potentially he could make more in prize money in open.
Well, I just think there's a ceiling for 212. Like, I think there's only like
I think it would be cool if he did like a hop in here and there, but still remained like the dominant force in the 212. You know, I think like maybe 1 year do an open Olympia or do an open pro show, kill some guys and kind of jump back and forth and like build his name in that world a little bit. But everybody kind of knows who he is in the open. Like his following is big. Like it's not, I think it would be, and from a financial perspective, it probably would be more lucrative to jump in the open here and there. But I think building a huge legacy in like look how popular Flex Lewis was. He did his entire career in the 212, you know, in the 202, and he was like one of the most popular guys out there.
But hold on, that's not because I don't think that's because he was just 212 Mr. Olympia. Flex
No?
Lewis, no. Flex Lewis.
No, I'm agreeing with you. Yeah.
Yeah. Flex Lewis is a master of marketing.
Yeah.
So I don't think like Sean Clarita is a 212 champion, doesn't have nearly the celebrity that Flex Lewis has.
No, but he also doesn't have the celebrity that Keon has, you know?
Yeah, but Keon's not in the same realm.
No, not yet. No.
But I don't think just winning the 212 Olympia will get him there.
No. I think his physique is his, like, it, not just the winning, but what the physique is what is going to get him there. You know, like that physique, when he puts up shots, those are circulated by everybody. Everybody talks about him. Everybody sees it. That is the hype. The hype is the physique. It's not the winning. It's not anything. You could win the Olympia and not have that physique, but it's that physique that makes him special, you know?
I agree. I think, remember the buzz it created, and I'm going to use a bad example here. I know you're going to think it's bad, but remember the buzz it created when the first time Sean Clarita went to open or when Chris went to open? That's going to get you a fuckload of new fan base.
But that's why I said that he should tip his toe into it once in a while.
Yeah, in and out.
I think he should try and rack up fucking 15 212 wins.
Yeah.
But I think, like, you know, 1 year, go jump in, you know, if you know there's a show that like this Pittsburgh,
Detroit.
you know, or Detroit, like a show where you know there's some fucking big dogs in there and there's the hype building around that show. Like everyone's talking about Pittsburgh right now. You throw your hat in there, fuck, you're part of that ride. I mean, that's invaluable. So I think doing things like that when it makes sense would be valuable. I don't think him like just switching his career to be a 6, 7, 8 guy in the open is that much more advantageous, you know? But I think doing it time to time at these fucking big hype shows, I think it'd be invaluable for sure.
It'd be huge. As a fan, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, imagine if we heard right now that Keon was doing the Pittsburgh show with Derek and Nick and Martin and fucking Chris. Like, we'd be like, holy fuck, this is going to be crazy, you know?
Yeah.
It'd be so much more hype because of that. It adds an element to the show, you know?
All right, speaking of Pittsburgh.
We fucked these up a bit.
I got to add Mike here because he wasn't here last week.
And there's no Ken.
Yeah, Ken, I took him out already.
Oh, right.
Yeah, sorry. That was my bad, I think. Sorry, Ken. I'm just so excited to see you up there, buddy.
Leandro messaged me. Leandro did say he is in.
Yeah.
And Ken messaged me and said he was not in. So I left Leandro in there. And I took Ken out. So, Mike, do you want to start before we go or what?
Are you guys making changes to yours?
I am. Yeah.
Okay, Paul, go ahead. You go first.
Okay, let me take a glance. I'm going to swap Krizo with good veto.
Krizanek.
Yep.
Vito.
Good
Oh,
call.
you've been impressed by his
Yeah.
I think Crislo's going to look pretty nuts, to be honest.
Yeah.
yeah, I agree.
And obviously just move Eric Wood up the spot.
Who?
Eric
Oh,
Wood.
yeah. Sorry.
And that's it, right? There's no other new guys that we've found out is in it? Or have
No, there is somebody else. Cruz. I gotta add an athlete. Sorry. Cruz.
Who is he? Marcello?
Yeah, the guy that just did. I thought I saw that he was doing it. The guy that just did
Brazil?
the Brazil Arnold.
Yeah.
Which guy was he?
He's the
Where did he
guy.
place?
Here, let me just see if I can find him real quick. Fuck. Where did I go? Okay, here. Cruz. Yeah, that's him. Okay. I saw some new pictures of him. He looked crazier. Yeah. Remember we were complaining that he didn't have any back shots? Look at these back shots.
I saw these today.
Wow.
What
That's
the
some
fuck?
fucking ridiculous conditioning.
Wow.
Obviously a little edited, but like it's still ridiculous. Yeah.
And these are recent photos? This is going to the show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's him too right there.
Have you seen anything about Eric Wood?
He was posting some stuff earlier. This is the Cruz from the front though.
Yeah.
So it's like he's peeled as fuck, but
Mhm.
he's got a couple weaknesses here and there.
Structural inadequacies.
Yeah.
There's no hamstring from the side there.
High socks.
Eric Wood. There it is.
Yeah. Eric's weakness is his legs from the back. You know,
Yeah, he's a big fucking guy though. Like I don't know if people
He is a big
realize
guy.
how big he is in person. He's very wide.
yeah.
But Ian's right. Hamstrings from the back, kind of like they're a
And
little
this is
shallow.
kind of as hard as his glutes really ever get, you know.
True.
Here's from the side, a little bit.
It was top right was there
Right.
too.
Yeah. Where?
Top right.
Oh,
Up
this.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the same shot. Yeah. He looks good though, better than before
Yeah.
for sure. This is an improvement.
Yeah. I mean, I love his physique from the front. If he just can build up those hamstrings a bit.
He needs
it's like
more.
a-
He needs way more adductor too. I mean, from the front and the back, you
the
can
back,
see there's
yeah.
a gap
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Both shots.
Yeah. Big
He's
fucking
a wide
dude.
dude, though. Big delts.
Yeah.
Got that
Okay.
like B pack look from the front.
Paul, any other changes?
Okay, so put Cruz, that Cruz dude, 9.
Okay.
That's it.
I'm gonna put Cruz. I gotta move these guys up. I'm gonna put what do I got here? Nick, Derek, Martin, William, Kurzanek. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna fucking go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna put Leandro ahead of
And
fucking
Vito.
ahead of
Oh,
Vito,
wow.
and I'm gonna put
Imagine someone like Vito coming 7th place at a fucking like regular season show.
yeah, but this is like top
I
five.
know.
This is top.
But that's
five
what I'm
at the
saying. That's
Olympia.
how good the show is. I'm not
Yeah.
saying you're
Yeah.
wrong in your prediction. I think
Yeah,
I have him in
yeah.
the same place.
Like Leandro. I think I saw some updated photos.
He's in way
Looking
better
harder?
condition.
Is
Way
he?
better condition.
He's gonna be
yeah.
in better condition, man. Here he is.
Yeah, he's much leaner.
Let's see if he's got anything in his stories.
Let's see the back from the back.
He's fucking great. He's got a great
Got a
back.
good back, too.
There
Yeah.
is a back shot somewhere here. I
I'm
saw.
gonna go back to his photos here. I mean, he's got every fucking body part. He's got a small fucking waist.
How much weight does motherfucker pressing? I want to see.
It's just a conditioning thing. Let's see. What's he got here? 4 plates? 4 1/4?
Order.
Oh, but he's got 2 bands on there.
Double reverse
Oh.
band.
Doesn't
Oh,
count. Doesn't count.
Still
It's
impressive,
like
but not
300.
the
It's
same.
like 200 pounds at that point. All the way up.
2 plates. The fuck?
Indicating 3 pounds, 3 plates there.
Let's see here. This is what I was impressed by. I saw his legs. I was like, fuck, he's
Oh, yeah.
pushing. Yeah, he's got some feathering going on in there. I don't know, man. I want to see him get peeled because I think his physique is really fucking phenomenal. Like, there's a back shot, Mike.
That's right.
He's great, man.
Can I see the recents of all the guys at the top? Because I haven't been looking.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not doing
Nick-
that to be annoying.
Nick
you
looked good in his
you-
updates.
Yeah, Nick's been looking better and better. This is Nick's most recent update.
Which is you weigh there?
I don't know.
He was like 270 in his last update, so he's probably
This
a
side,
little less.
I'm telling you guys, I got in a little debate with somebody in the comment section in the last podcast. This side chest is going to beat Derek's side chest.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, because the guy was like, Derek's side chest is so much detail. Actually, Derek's leg has detail.
So does Nick's though.
Now I know, but I'm saying Derek's upper body does not have that much detail.
No, and not the roundness
And it doesn't
depth
like look at this fucking
Yeah.
delt, man. Like the tricep and shit. Like this is
delt and arm, he blows him out of the water.
yeah, like this side chest is nutty with the fucking hamstring drop like that. Like
Yeah, he could go for a little more chest to match those arms and delts, obviously, but it's not like the chest is bad. His arms and delts are just like fucking.
and honest to God, look, Derek's
Condition's
back.
good.
Derek's back might be better, like the back itself, maybe. But the back shot is Nick's got a better back shot in my opinion. Like
Really weird
when you
pictures.
go to the back double, like Derek's back is better as far as like the lats and thickness and all that. But then if you go to every other body part,
Yeah, how it all pieces together. And,
Nick's legs are thicker from the back.
Nick's
oh yeah,
Nick's,
gnarlier
leg,
hamstrings.
Nick's legs are thicker, his calves are thicker, his arms are bigger, his shoulders are bigger. Like it's not gonna. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be a fucking good.
And he hits the shot so perfectly. How he's like upright, like
Yeah.
it just is so nice how he hits this.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
It maximizes his physique the best.
Yeah,
when he
hips
does it.
back, you know, like just enough that the adductors are popped, but that the glutes can still be contracted well.
I wish you would post a side tricep.
There's
His
those-
legs are looking like his sweep has looked like it's come up.
yeah,
Certain
like,
pictures more than others, but
Yeah, like that's a good front double, man.
yeah.
Okay, so we took a look at Nick. Let's see what else. Who do you want to see? I don't think Martin has anything recent. I saw Martin in Texas. He looked pretty fucking phenomenal. Let's see if there's anything in the tagged photos here. No, no. This is probably old. Let's see if there's anything recent. I don't think so. Martin's been waiting to unveil his extra 10 pounds, which looked pretty fucking wild. Like, this is a... Fuck, I got tricked again. Like, this is a pretty physique, man. I don't know. I don't know if he has the density yet, like the detail.
that's old, but I think
That's how I see the matchup with him and Nick playing out. Like it's gonna be Nick's detail versus Martin's favorable shape.
incompleteness. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, I think, the most recent shit we got. Yeah, we'll have to leave that one. And then, I don't think
Krizo?
there. Krizanek.
he doesn't have posing shots, but he's got some like
He's got a whole bunch of most musculars with
That side chest there he's doing was from today or yesterday.
fucking onion skin.
Mhm. I love the detail of his delts. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, he's a massive dude, man. Massive
Yeah.
dude and crazy
What's
condition.
he compete at roughly?
It's got to be like 275.
270.
Yeah.
He's working with Farah, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he is. Sorry,
Oh.
that wasn't a
I
question.
thought it was a question. That's what he looks like right now.
No, that's 1 month
I
training
know.
after shoulders.
That's him with the sling on right there.
This was 8.5 weeks out. He just keeps improving, man. Fuck. Look how big this motherfucker is.
And he's fresh.
Let's see. Who else do we got to look
Look
at?
at that arm in that picture. That's-
Eric Wood, we looked at. Vito, you just saw at the Arnold Brazil. So probably not much is going to change. He's in. This is probably the best Vito we've seen. So I don't see it being like that much better. He's not going to grow in 4 weeks. He might come in a little more full. You saw William in Detroit.
He's posted recent pictures, but I mean,
If William's more shredded, he will be dangerous than he was. Like if he looks like this, but a little more peeled, he's going to be fucking
the
dangerous.
pics to the right of that are the recent ones.
Yeah.
Looks good, man.
I can't believe this is 42 years old.
Yeah.
It's just fucking wild.
Yeah, is that a bit depressing for you?
No, William's on a ton of gas. That's not fair.
So are you.
No,
Be honest.
if I was on steroids, you would see it immediately because I'm a hyper responder.
In your face.
My face
Your
would
fat, bloated head.
my face would immediately swell. I think that's everybody, Mike.
Yeah.
Unless there's somebody else doing. Does anybody know if there's anybody else? What's the Instagram? Is it Power Fit? Power
Power
Is
Pit
it,
Pro.
is it on the IFBB site yet? No,
Power Fit. Pit Power Fit. That's it.
Pit Power Fit.
Pit Power Fit. Is there a lineup anywhere here? Everyone's going to be at the show, by the way. They've been posting every like guest, like Ryan Terry, Samson, Sam Sulik, like Summerfield, like everyone.
Didn't
Oh,
post
we
me.
got to talk about fucking.
Didn't post
Terrence.
me. What the fuck?
We got to talk about Terrence. Holy shit, guys! Terrence I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just a fucking huge Terrence fan, but that's like the new standard in my opinion. Like that's I don't know.
Yeah, it's a beautiful physique, and I think his improvements are crazy. The only thing that I think he'll win Pittsburgh. I don't think Carlos Oliveira is enough to beat him.
Look at this
But
physique,
he's
Paul.
still a little too small, I think.
My God, that's like the only physique you look
But
at.
see from the side here, he's still a little small.
I know
compared to
he
these guys.
needs a little bit more, but I mean, this is still beautiful. I don't. Like,
It's crazy beautiful.
Look at
Crazy
that.
detail.
You think he can push Mike
No,
Sommerfeld?
push him. I mean, I think he can be like a good competitor with Mike, but do I think this can beat Mike? I think it's still neat. Mike is just a lot more muscular still, I think.
I don't know, Ian.
Yeah.
The way
I would love to see him.
the way this sweeps off the hip,
Yeah,
it's
his
like
glutes, it's shaped beautifully.
it's like he appears bigger than he is, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to look standing next to Mike though. Like by himself, he looks big enough, but yeah, standing next to him, maybe it'll be different. But like,
It's like that's not quite enough leg compared to Mike. I mean, it's a great shot, but I don't think that stands to Mike.
yeah,
I think front double is awesome for sure, but the side chest you can still see he's still a little undersized. Like it's not,
the side chest I could see it the most.
that for sure. You
like
can see,
Yeah.
like right here.
Yeah.
Need a
kind
little
of
bit
Andrew-esque in the side chest.
more. Yeah. I'm still.
Have you guys seen Carlos?
Carlos Thomas?
No, Kike.
Oh,
Kike?
Cake,
Carlos.
Cake, bro.
I feel weird saying Kike because then like an insult to a Jew.
I call him Cake Pro.
Yeah, this guy's fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah,
This guy
okay.
came from Men's Physique. He's insane.
I know
doing classic?
I know he's got a lot of muscle and he's super shredded, but I don't think I've seen a physique photo.
Yeah, he looks really fucking good.
I can't say if he looks really good or not. I haven't seen it. Like, I mean, there's certain body parts look phenomenal, but like I haven't seen
There is some posing shots in here.
Is there?
Yeah, if you go down somewhere. No, keep going. I think there's actual ones.
Wait, there's one. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he's big too. Like he's a big
Is he?
guy.
Is
Yeah.
he?
Yeah, he's fucking huge in person. Yeah.
Is he going to beat Terrence?
See there. There's the shots. This guy's good, man.
He's very good. Yeah.
This is crazy. This is coming from Men's Physique, and look at the fucking leg.
Yeah.
He obviously was in the wrong class.
How's his back?
Everything's pretty good, man. He's just like a freak of nature. Like this guy like started training for this and eating. He just like fucking blew the fuck up.
Yeah, he's got great body, but like great
Yeah.
development. Like everything just,
Just
fucking
like nice
pops.
conditioning and skin
Yeah,
and
yeah.
detail. Yeah, this guy's gonna be good, man. I think he's gonna be up in that mix for sure.
I really like the classic class.
But like,
Yeah.
look at him there at Men's Physique. Even like he looked fucking dope there.
I think you have a crush on him. It sounds like you have a crush on him.
I have a crush on his physique for sure.
It
His
sounds,
physique, I do for sure.
your
Yeah.
41% is showing, Ian. Put it away. No, he is phenomenal. He's he's a good looking chap. Look at that. I'd date that guy.
Good looking lad. I give him a kiss.
I trim him.
Look at how fucking peeled he is here. Holy shit.
I know, man. This guy's sick.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the fucking show, man. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, him versus whatever the fuck. What the fuck?
Terrence and
Terrence.
Jose Ma.
Jose. Yeah, that's-
Jose Ma. I know we're way away from bodybuilding right now, but I have to give these guys their due because they're fucking phenomenal. This guy came from bodybuilding. He's the opposite.
Oh yeah, this guy's good.
Look at that. I don't know if his physique is as complete, but he does a really good job of fucking displaying it.
Yeah, and he gets in crazy condition too.
Yeah.
This
This
see
is
that
like,
black kid I sent you the other day? The 19-year-old
Yeah.
kid?
yeah.
Holy fuck. What is
Yeah.
that? Is that photoshopped or something?
I don't think so.
It's fucking wild.
Look at the back on this motherfucker. Look at that. Look at the lats.
Yeah,
Hamstrings.
his conditioning is.
It's the only guy I've seen come from bodybuilding and actually like do well.
Yeah. Remember when Regan tried it?
Well, technically, Chris came from bodybuilding, but
Come on, fuck off. Look at this.
That's
Look at that.
that
Wow.
lighting is fucking goon, bro. I need that.
Okay. Let's go back to bodybuilding real quick. Mike, ready?
I want to see what you guys did. I'll throw a curveball at you.
Ian, what are you doing here? You moving these guys all up one or what?
Yeah, I can do my. I'll do mine quick. So I'm going to do Derek, Nick, Martin. I think I'm going to switch Crizzo, then do Bonac, then Vito, then Leandro, then
Crizzo.
Eric.
Oh, I should have left
then
Bonac.
Fuck, that's literally my fucking picks. I wrote
Wait,
them down
who
right
are you putting? Who are you putting six?
Vito.
Oh, a little bit of a separation there, Ian. I am winning this season, so you guys should all do what
Look, I do believe that Leandro could certainly beat him, but I just don't see it happening.
Who are you putting in 8? Cruz or Wood?
Wood, then Cruz.
Wood, then Cruz.
I mean,
Okay.
I mean, that's tough, but better conditioning versus a little prettier.
Guy, I'm going to move up Eric Wood for him.
Just put Cruz in there for him.
Guy Cisternino?
Yeah, Guy was on last week. Okay. Mike, what are you doing?
My picks are the same as Ian's, so I want to mix it up now.
Well, you don't have to mix it up. Fuck it. Just do it. You guys can both lose.
Actually,
Ian's probably going to change it next week.
yeah, Derek, Nick, Martin. I have actually Bonac in fourth.
Okay. There we go. A change there. Bonac,
Curzo, Vito,
Vito,
Leonardo,
Leandro.
Damn it. Wood,
You had the same picks as me, Mike.
and Cruz. But I was going to throw a curveball and put Martin in second.
Oh, actually, that's what I got different than you. That's the only thing.
Where are you, Paul?
Where's your
Yeah.
stupid picks?
Right there.
I'm not going with Paul. That's a
I'm
recipe for a loss right there if I go with Paul.
Yeah, it probably is, Mike, based on the past.
I'm me and Guy are the only ones that have Nick winning.
And those
Let me see,
going
is
those
there
last
pictures of
shots.
Derek? Is there a picture of Derek?
I don't think Derek. Well, let me see. Derek. Oh, I did see one picture I think Aceto put up, and he looked fucking wild. I don't know if I saw it on RX Muscle or where the fuck I saw it, but he looked crazy. I don't know. I mean, this is probably recent right here. 3 weeks. Yeah, this is 3 weeks out, but you can't see shit. Just a massive fucking back.
His traps.
I know his fucking back is just retarded. Dude.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, you can see this. You see some good detail in the quads. He's gonna be fucking bang on. Like Derek.
Sure.
The one thing that you know is Derek is a fucking professional. Like he doesn't fuck around. He's gonna be. He's gonna fucking cross all his T's, dot all his I's. He's gonna be fucking bang on.
Yep.
Can we restart the video?
Why?
Just restart it.
Why? What happened?
You want to hear what he says?
No, just this beginning just made me laugh. Ready?
Oh, that.
Oh.
Number 1, baby.
Love it, Derek. Love the intensity.
Yeah, the leg extension.
Just like Daddy Jocko, you know?
What's wrong with that? You guys are assholes.
No, it's awesome. It's fucking.
You guys are fucking dicks. I was like that. Well, I didn't do like this shit.
Yeah, but you were
I
a
was.
fucking cheese dick. You know?
No, fuck you. I trained with emotion. I didn't do this before every set. Maybe that's why I didn't win. Maybe I should have done that, Paul.
Perhaps, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely didn't, but that's why I sucked. Yeah.
Let me see this again here.
What's he say when he does this? Foot?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Number 1, baby. Let's go.
Oh, who said that?
Somebody else said it.
Nuts in it. Let's go. Yeah.
Nuts in?
I said that before.
Nuts in?
Yeah,
I was the
nuts,
one that
nuts
said
in.
number 1. Let's go.
Listen, Derek
Nuts in?
can get away with whatever he wants.
Well, number 1.
Oh, he did it again.
There's got to be a camera in front of him that's like filming.
This
him.
is his like new insignia in the videos, like number 1. Yeah.
Maybe
It's his thing.
maybe every like Mr. Olympia or like has to have their thing, right? Like Ronnie has his sayings, like Jay has his, like
Vito in the back there, just casual.
just on his phone. Oh, he's filming.
Yeah.
So, and that's Ramon there. Yeah, Ramon. He's in Brazil, obviously.
Yeah.
He's one freaky motherfucker, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna be good.
That hair is fucking great too. It's pretty impressive. This motherfucker looks like this with that hairline stuff.
For
Well,
sure.
he's not even 30 yet, is he?
He would be about
He's-
30.
It's not even fading by the looks of it.
Wait a minute. He's not even 30. He's gonna be bald at 40.
How old do you
Think
think he is?
Man,
Right now he's good.
there are very few people that keep their fucking hair.
I know. especially white guys.
Even Jay, like Jay had great fucking hair, and even Jay had like his hair redone.
Yep. Very few
There's-
bodybuilders.
I think that's a rumor. I don't know for
I
sure.
think
Of course,
yes,
it's
yeah.
redone. It stands up like fucking straw. It's
Yeah.
fucking-
Yeah, Derek's 31.
Yeah, I mean, I still had hair at 31.
But it was starting to thin. You had that mohawk by that point, didn't you? Fouad? That
I have great hair genetics, and mine was going by
Ian's
31.
face. You don't have great hair genetics.
For
If you
sure I
had
do.
great hair genetics, you would be gone at 33.
Yeah, because I fucking gassed my hair out, you know?
Yeah, but that's
I only had like androgenic alopecia, like all the
Listen,
back. You know?
yeah, he's had that one spot.
Listen, great hair genetics are guys that could do gear their whole life. Like Al. Me and Paul have a friend named Al. This guy
He's not a
has
professional bodybuilder.
he was a professional wrestler and he did the same amount of gear we all did. And he had a ponytail all the way till like he decided to cut it. And now his hair still grows out.
Are there any
Maybe I
great
don't.
long-term bodybuilders that have a full head of hair still?
Pavel Jablonski.
Jablonski.
Jablonski
great
or
hair. He had-
Jablonski?
Jablonski. He had that.
How do you
feathered
know it's
part.
Jablonski and not Jablonski?
Pavel Jablonski.
Dennis Wolf, did he go bald?
Dennis Wolf's got nice hair.
Yep.
Dennis Wolf's been doing this modeling thing lately. I think I like it. Suits him.
Really?
Yeah, check it out.
He's like lean and looks good.
Yeah. Lean and athletic.
He pulls it off. All right, let's take a look at Dennis Wolf's modeling.
Oh, man, bro.
Oh.
Look,
Lean it.
I think I'm losing my mind.
I don't know, man. I like this reinvention.
Yeah, this is good.
Mhm.
Check this out.
Buddy, don't.
I have headphones on. That is so loud.
Tell me he's not pulling that off.
Yeah.
Oh, he's pulling it
He's
off.
not. He's not.
Mike,
Bro,
why do you,
come take
Mike-
pictures of me with my trench coat on.
Mike,
over there.
why do you gotta
Take
be
my
why you gotta
glasses
be a
off.
fucking why you gotta be a fucking hater? He's modeling a coat. He's modeling a coat. Why can't you just go with it, man? Just be proud of him.
I'm happy for him. I'm glad he's happy.
Just be like this. The guy had a bodybuilding career. The bodybuilding career is over. He's looking for the next thing. I think it's cool. He's
Hey,
doing something.
fucking, he still looks better than all of us, except for Ian.
Well, come on. You haven't seen what I look like recently, Mike. Come
Yeah.
on.
Okay, let's see it then. Shirts off party right now.
Turns off, bud.
It's off
I'll take my
party.
shirt off on this fucking podcast right now.
Look at actually before we skip off. Oh, I didn't even know he's doing motorcycles now.
See, that's cooler. He should do that more often.
Yeah.
That
Look
was
at that.
cooler.
That's a Nazi helmet.
With the forces, too.
Yeah, like that's a good look. The glasses taking off is a little bit much, but
What kind of bikes do guys ride in fucking Russia? You know? Like, what are you riding over
where'd
there?
Paul go?
Harley?
He lives in Russia?
Well, I don't fucking know.
Germany. I thought he was
It's
Germany.
German.
Whatever.
Yeah, I think it's German.
Yeah,
The
German.
Germans.
They ride fucking Harleys, man.
Das German, yeah.
A lot of the guys I follow like got nice custom fucking Harleys.
Yeah. Theirs
Um,
must be expensive over there.
yeah. Okay, let me go to back to predictions. So we're done. This is the predictions for Pittsburgh. We're probably gonna have one more podcast. I'm gonna be in Mexico next week, but I'm gonna have one more. I think I'm gonna go to a podcast. So we'll have one more. But if we don't, these are locked in.
Cool.
I'm good with mine.
You guys are gonna get spanked by me for sure again.
What are your picks? They're just Nick. You just have Nick in first.
Well, I have Nick is different than the rest of you guys, and I have Leandro ahead of Vito, which is
Okay.
different than the rest of you guys too.
And you got Cruz ahead of Wood.
Yeah, you're coming last, bro.
No.
I don't feel
Dude.
good for you, Fouad.
Come on, listen. You know what? If we go back, look at the leaderboard, okay? Look at the leaderboard.
Ooh, I got 21 points. How did I do that?
You're only 2 points ahead of me, bro. Come on, chill out.
Am I in last?
Paul.
I got him last there. I don't know if you guys calculate my points right. 'Cause I came out of the gates doing really well. I think I was in first. And all of a sudden now I'm in last.
I'm 203 in the world. Let's see.
Out of how many?
What's Ian? 196. How? How did that happen?
I'm ahead of you.
How did that happen?
Fucking loser.
But how did that happen? Paul, where are you at? 337.
What?
Mike? 294. Paul, you're last.
Oh man, I gotta start keeping an eye on my points.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, because this is total points, so I'm ahead of you. This is
I don't know how that makes any sense.
I don't either.
well, proof is in the pudding, Fouad.
It's your website, Fouad.
Yeah.
So I'm actually in first place.
I'm going to have to cheat. Okay, so I'm 37th in the fantasy league.
Yeah. This year definitely killing us right now.
Yeah. Ian, you're
4,000. Yeah.
700. Fuck.
Yeah, but it's early, bro. Early times. And I got Derek coming up in fucking Pittsburgh too.
Paul 504.
What?
Mike 819. You guys are getting spanked again.
Yeah, but I got Derek and Nick, don't I, for this?
I got Bonac, Martin.
Yeah.
And,
Mike's got Bonac. He's got
I thought I had Martin.
Martin.
No, he doesn't have Martin.
Where's
What
Martin?
the fuck?
You don't.
I had Martin.
No, you don't.
I think I got
I had Martin.
No, that's for the different one though. This is the
This is the group one.
yeah,
This is us, just us.
But the global one, I have Martin.
Yeah.
global one, yeah, Martin.
Okay.
Paul, who do you got?
Off.
Paul, you got nobody.
He has Crizzo doing Pittsburgh.
Crizzo.
Oh, I'll get some points there.
Let's
Who
see.
do I have doing Pittsburgh? Let me see. I definitely have Derek. Who else do I have?
Ian's got Derek. You're gonna get some good points because you have Derek and
Yeah.
you have Regan's doing New York too.
Yeah.
So you'll have Derek and Regan.
Oh
coming
yeah,
up.
Regan's New York.
Yeah, but I got some guys that are going to kill me, like Horse MD, fucking Charles Griffin.
You picked a bunch of
Raphael.
You picked all the retired guys.
I know.
That's the way it happens sometimes.
I got Martin. I got Bonac. I got fucking Nick.
Oh, you're
Oh
gonna
my God.
get a lot of points.
I got Vito. You guys-
Oh
What the
fuck!
fuck? How do you have
See-
this team? Why is your team so much better than
I
ours?
don't know.
I'm
Guys.
starting to wonder myself.
You guys
Yeah,
picked.
this is bullshit.
No,
You're
it's
fucking-
not. It's not bullshit.
There's no way
Really?
you got all those guys.
Count the numbers. 3,700.
Yeah, how come you got like 15 guys in your
Just
team?
count.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I got
guys,
like 5.
just do the math. It's right there. 3,700 was the cost.
Yeah, bullshit.
2,900, 900, 970, 1,500. It's all under 10 grand. These guys all cost $200.
Rigged.
Something fishy's going on.
Something's fishy here for sure.
You guys are fucking.
No way we would let him get all those guys.
Oh,
You guys are just mad. I fucking outplayed you. All right.
Sure, I'm on the back end.
What are we doing here? Okay. Let's take a look at last week's comment section real quick before we get into questions. Let's see what the fan base is saying.
Yeah, let's fucking hear it.
Guys like the Punisher, but instead of getting shot, he just tears new muscles each time we see him.
no, you did have the torn quad now or something.
Ken Colossus Ken says, I'm not doing Pittsburgh. See you in New York. Okay. Paul saying 19th century and then saying 1900s. Yeah, Paul, you kept doing that.
Yeah.
You know, the
19th
19th
century
century
is
is not the 1900s, right?
Of course it is.
No, it's
No, it's
not.
not.
Okay, you're
Then
right.
when is it?
This is my favorite.
1800s.
19th century's 1800s.
Once you cross into the 19th century,
Century's 100.
No, listen to me.
No, Paul.
Once it goes from 1899 to 1900, now that's the 20th century.
19th century.
No, that's the
20th
20th century.
The 1900s are the 20th century.
Yeah.
And then after 2000 is the 21st century.
Yes.
From why?
Whoa.
I didn't know that. But I guess if you guys are all saying that, I guess it's probably right. But
Because
that
as soon as it turns from 1899 to 1900, is no longer the 19th century. Now it's the 20th century.
so from
Didn't start at 0.
1 to
From
999,
from
that's the
1900
first
to
century.
1999, that's the 20th century.
Oh, it goes back one.
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, I didn't know that. Sometimes this podcast can be educational too.
It's very
Yeah, I didn't know that. I honestly
teach,
didn't.
teach people a lot of things. Planned a family vacation, was about to head out the door to travel into it, and new bro chat popped up. Headphones on the way to the beach. Fam, unless you want to hear more of Paul's prayers. Right out the gate, how's the sperm, Ian? Damn it, Paul.
How is it, by the way, Ian? Any better this week?
Terrible.
Really?
I don't check it every week, Paul. I don't have a fucking answer. What do you
I
think?
thought you were yeah.
It's got a home testing kit now.
Your sperm count doesn't like sperm develop over like a 90-day period. So like today to tomorrow, like it doesn't change. It's like over 3 months to mature. So like you test it every 90 days.
Really? Didn't know that.
You learned something else.
Learn about that now too.
You can't tell me Paul isn't able to dunk with that headband.
No, I still can't dunk with or without it.
Paul's biggest fear is smashing a glass basketball hoop when he hits a 360 tomahawk dunk in his brand new Globetrotters headband. Let's see. What's on the newest side? Newest first. Guy is the most random motherfucker on the podcast. If he's not randomly yelling at his dog for snoring, he's busting out Dr. Pepper while Fouad is asking Ian a question.
When he did that, I was like, that was random. Remember when like you and Ian were talking about something, all of a sudden guy just grabs a case of pop and he's like, did you guys try this?
Like this comment to make Fouad a game show host. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything good here? Ian's railing everyone while he's still
still in a holding cell
just to prove a point. What does that mean?
Fucking dude in jail, I guess.
Oh, because we were talking about we were talking about that. That's why.
Yeah.
The guy needs to get rid of his hair, he said.
He was pretty upset about that. The next day he started posting photos.
He took that personally.
He wanted me to measure my forehead.
Should we all measure our foreheads?
I don't have a measuring tape.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have a measuring tape. I'll get a measuring tape.
Yeah, but where are you going to measure to? Your tattoos?
Yeah, that's my hairline.
Is it your hairline? Okay.
Wait, I think I have a measuring tape here. I do. Okay, let's find out. Let's find out.
Well, it's probably a good average, I guess.
So much shit in here. There's not a fucking measuring tape in here.
Oh, you guys just have measuring tapes handy?
Where are you measuring to, Fouad?
My hairline. It's like right here.
Yeah, sure it is.
That's not. When was it that low?
Like when I was 19.
Right, when you were 4.
Yeah, right.
3 inches.
Your hairline's like
you're just as big as Guy.
Yeah.
No, Guy did this, but his hairline literally is back here.
No, he measured to his hairline.
No, he didn't. If you saw the story he posted, he's like, "This is my hairline right here," but his hair was actually like back here.
How does that make any sense?
I swear to God. I'm telling you. Okay, let's go on real quick and see what else we got here. I think Nick's back double buy is better than Derek's. Paul's prayers are literally my daily dose of happiness. Everyone needs a friend like Paul. See, Paul, everyone loves you.
Thank you.
Paul never gives thanks for his family. Watching everybody's reaction is my favorite.
They know I'm thankful for him.
Crazy that listen. Oh, Paul, you're not gonna like this. Crazy that Paul is a judge while saying Martin is as big as Nick. You can't make this shit up.
What the fuck?
Until they're on stage next to each other.
What's a tier 1 gooner? What is this? What is it? You don't even know what it is.
Fucking
you.
gooning, bro.
I don't know what that is.
Let's see.
What's that say? I'm 27 and eat old man shit.
I swear, I love cottage cheese. Oh, because we were saying about somebody was eating Raisin Bran.
And by the way, did you guys see Sean Clarita eat that fish and it was like nothing?
I know.
I tell you, people that do this online are fucking acting, bro. This shit is not that bad, I don't think. Yeah.
You think so? I don't think so, man.
Yeah, man. He literally smelled that millimeter away and wasn't even phased.
Yeah, but I saw Guy and Martin do it and they fucking like almost threw up.
Yeah, it's fucking people are trying to get views. James said too he ate it like it was nothing, you know?
Really?
Yeah, but he's British. Doesn't count.
Yeah.
Sean's not.
Their food British food's gross to begin with.
You'd figure Guy with his butchering background and hunting and shit, you know, he'd be okay with it, but he wasn't.
Why? Because you butcher stuff means you don't taste?
Well, you taste.
It smells like shit.
But he's used to gross shit.
I can see Guy kind of being like you, Paul, where like, you know, like if a girl's vagina had like the slightest hint, you'd be like, you know, get out of here. I can see Guy.
Oh my God, you stink, bitch. Fish market in here.
It's rancid.
Yeah.
All right, I just want to see real quick if any of you guys think you can do this.
So this is the world's toughest obstacle course.
I'm already out. I fell right there.
Right now,
No way I can do that.
I could get through that. I could do that.
No, you
That
can't.
would have been fine.
Turn this gay motherfucker's voice off. Thank
Okay.
you.
I can't do this.
No fucking way.
There's no way. I'm done there.
You're not even making it over that fucking beam we just
I
had to
would have
run
made it
across.
How you got to run over that wall?
I could have made it over the beam.
I could
Yeah, right.
Wait a minute. You guys don't think I could run up this fucking beam?
No.
No, you have to run. You can't like tiptoe along and get over it. You got to run
Yeah.
over it like she did.
You're not running on that.
How much you want to bet?
I'll bet you for sure.
I'll bet. I'll bet.
you. There's no way you're running on that, Fouad. No fucking way.
What did you say today, Paul, that you were going to do? And I bet you do it and you backed out of it right away. What did you say? We talked about something today at the gym. I can't remember what it was now. Fuck.
I don't remember.
I could do that fucking thing. I can't do the monkey bars or whatever the fuck that, the rings.
You're not doing any of
that
this.
wall.
This
No
wall,
one's
yeah,
doing that
no,
wall.
no, we're fucked here for sure. Yeah.
Fuck there. for
Look
sure.
at this fucking chick, though, eh?
This
Yeah,
is
but she-
11 obstacles too. She's like not even a quarter done here.
She's not even breaking. She's fucking just going. Wow.
Wait.
Pick that car up.
You're going to push the car.
You gotta push a car, too? That's
Yeah, lift
unreal. And it's like a Model T or something.
Imagine this girl in bed, though. She'd fuck your brains out. You couldn't fucking keep up with her.
No, she intimidate me. That kind of shape.
Probably like, be gentle.
This girl's using her,
I'm a delicate flower.
she's using her Hitachi on high for sure. You know.
Yeah, this is crazy shit.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Oh yeah, this looks brutal here.
Yeah, okay.
So we're basically all of us are saying we'd get through one event.
I wouldn't get through any of them.
I won't go through anyone either.
I'm getting through the first one. I know I can.
I can
I'd
do
make
the
it-
first two. I think.
I don't think you're making it through the monkey rings.
I think I,
I don't
can
think-
do monkey rings.
I think Ian's got a slight chance of doing the wall. Nobody else.
Oh, fuck you, Paul.
Maybe Mike.
No, I can't.
I don't think I can.
You have a fake shoulder, dude. I can't fucking get up there.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not doing this.
I could do that one.
This is
No
real.
way.
I don't know by this far in you'd be able to. No.
No, if it wasn't like the end, I could do it.
What's
I
this?
can do
Obviously,
this.
we could all push the car. That wouldn't be hard for any of us.
Oh,
or
then you
lifting
gotta-
this up.
You got to pick up a medicine ball after all that?
You got to slingshot yourself. All
Oh,
right.
look at this shit.
This is real, though. She's not even like slowing
Yeah,
down
but
at all.
she's probably
Catapult.
got she's probably good finger strength though. Don't you know?
I think so. Why do you think that's what?
Yeah.
Well, she's athletic.
Paul's got good finger strength.
Are you assuming she's a lesbian?
I never said that. I meant for herself, you fucking idiot. I didn't mean like she's finger bagging other broads.
Super fat, super strong fingers. It's actually her nickname.
Yeah, fingers. Yeah.
They call her fingers.
Your brain's fucked, Paul. You're like
You're
immediate-
fucked. You're the one that said it.
I didn't say she was a lesbian. I just said she finger bangs herself.
Finger
You gotta
bangs
go up with
girls.
a warped ball. Dear God.
This is crazy.
All right.
No chance.
Okay. So one obstacle.
I could do two.
I'm calling bullshit on the fucking monkey rings.
That would be easy.
Okay. Let's do some questions.
I go to the bathroom.
But we should do two. Actually, I saw them doing on Bad Friends podcast today.
I love
Is-
that podcast.
Yeah, me too. They were like guessing. So like you say, like we'll get Paul because or at least thinks he's Italian. You'll look up like Italian like superstitions, and it'll be like, okay, don't open an umbrella indoors, and ask him like why Italians don't do that. Like, what are they afraid of happening? There's a bunch of funny ones like that. So like find Italian superstitions, and then we'll ask him like, okay, why don't Italians do this? And he'll probably know none of them.
21 Italian superstitions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what kind of things we got on there?
Don't sit in a corner if you're single. It will bring bad luck.
Okay, so don't say the bring bad luck.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
say
yeah,
why
yeah.
would you
I
sit in a
know, I
corner?
know.
We'll see. Yeah,
Never cross your arms when shaking hands.
let's see if he knows any of these.
Never sweep over someone's feet. No. This is so hilarious. Okay.
This is like Italian Nona shit, eh?
Yeah, fucking totally. My mom would have said half the shit.
Yeah.
Justin Wyatt, free for your whole bodybuilding career, drugs or food, and why?
Huh. Probably food.
I'm gonna go with food too.
Yeah, I think that's probably the bigger expense long term. Yeah.
I mean, it would be nice to get free GH.
Okay, if you were counting GH in there, I'd probably take that, and then I'd crank like fucking 40 units a day.
Me too.
Welcome back to our new game show, Paul.
What are we playing?
We have a new game show. It's name this Italian superstition and what it means.
All right, I should excel.
That's why we picked it. We're gonna find out just how Italian you are.
Okay.
Okay, number 1. Don't sit in a corner if you're a single. Why?
Don't sit in a corner if you're single.
Yeah.
Common knowledge.
This is some type of an Italian superstition.
Corner of a table.
See, I know you never want to have your back to a door.
No, that's not what it is.
This isn't fucking The Man on Fire, dude.
You want to see any threats, any potential threats that might be coming your way.
That's not where
This isn't The Equalizer.
Paul's got to look at all exits all the time. You know?
Right.
Do you give up?
Yeah, I give up.
All right. There's an Italian superstition that says if you're single, you should avoid sitting in the corner of a table. Italians believe this prevents you from getting married. Beyond Italian superstitions, it's also practical advice. Sitting in the corner may be considered unlucky, but it's just math. An Italian man or woman sitting in the middle of a table has more options, while sitting in the corner limits interactions with others at the table.
Okay, I misunderstood the question.
Sure.
I thought you meant if you're by yourself at a table at a restaurant, should you sit in the corner or not?
All right.
Yeah, I kind of.
Okay. Well,
I didn't realize there's other people at the table. No,
all right,
you want to be in the corner.
we'll give you another one. Ready? Never cross arms when shaking hands.
How would you cross arms while you're shaking hands?
Yes.
Yeah, how would you do that?
I don't know. That's what it says. It says, do not cross arms when shaking hands in a group of people. The act of crossing arms invites bad luck.
Oh, like reaching over someone to shake someone else's hand?
I guess.
Something like that? Well, it's rude.
Okay. Never sweep over someone's feet.
With a broom?
No,
Well,
with your
Swiffer.
fucking hands. Yes, the fucking broom.
Stripper duster.
Well, again, that's rude.
No.
What's it going to bring you?
That's
Like,
not,
what-
you're just guessing.
You're an asshole. It's going to bring you bad luck.
no,
That's not it. One Italian superstition is never to sweep over someone's feet or have someone sweep over yours. If they do, you will never get married.
Whoa.
A lot of Italian superstitions have to do with not getting married.
yeah.
Ready for another one?
Yeah, sure.
Don't whistle indoors.
Again, it's rude. No one wants to hear you whistling.
No, it's bad.
But that's
luck.
not a superstition, Paul. A superstition is like something bad will happen. What is the bad thing that will happen?
Just start making stuff up.
You might not get married.
That would be a logical
Every
answer.
answer is you might not
It
get
says
Right.
most terrifying
whistling-
thing in Italian culture.
whistling indoors brings bad luck and attracts evil spirits. I like
really?
I like whistling. That's fucking bullshit. Okay.
I don't like whistling. I think it's irritating others.
Receive your good luck wishes in the right way.
Pardon?
It says that's a superstition. You have to receive your good luck wishes in the right way, or they won't be accepted.
I have to receive my good luck wishes in the right way. What's the right way?
There's an Italian
us.
superstition that directly accepting good luck might actually bring bad fortune.
So you should.
So when someone is wishing you good luck, when someone is wishing good luck to you, it's customary to reply with "crepi," meaning "may the wolf die" instead of "prego." By receiving the wish and wishing for something negative, you're believed to attract good luck. So you have to say something negative if I wish you good luck.
Oh, Italians are like
Go
that.
fuck yourself. That's what you
You
say.
know nothing about your Italian things.
I do know that about Italians. They're like you
Paul,
gotta be
come
careful
on.
what you say.
Let's go on. You don't know any of these.
You gotta be
Don't-
careful what you say, Italians.
Don't place your hat on a bed.
Yeah, because that could mean you're gonna die in that bed.
Okay, that's close. Italian superstitions often involve symbols of death. It is bad luck to place a hat on a bed. This comes from the past when priests visiting people on their deathbeds would remove their hats and place them on the bed.
That's what I gave them their last rites.
All right. Eating lentils on New Year's Eve
So you're 9-1.
brings good luck.
Brings good luck.
Yeah.
Italians don't eat much lentils, really. It's more of an Arabic food. You guys like to put it with rice. So yeah, we don't. eat
It's literally this whole fucking thing is about Italians, you asshole.
Fucking Arabs made that up.
it. The part of Italy that my family's from, we don't eat.
Okay, I'm
lentils.
gonna do one more because you don't know any of these. Make eye contact when you toast.
Oh yeah. Otherwise, it doesn't mean nothing.
When you clink glasses, God forbid you don't make eye contact with your fellow toasters. Always look people in the eye. Doesn't say why.
Yeah. You should look up Greek superstitions. They're probably fucking wild.
Okay, one more, and then we'll go. Don't toast with water.
Yeah,
That's bad luck.
That's a typical one, though.
Yeah, that's bad luck. Okay. Let's see. Do wear red underwear on New Year's Eve.
That's an Italian thing.
Yes.
Don't do wear red underwear.
Do
Just for
wear,
men or women?
Yeah. Do
Red
wear.
panty night.
It doesn't say. It doesn't say. Everybody.
Like Conor McGregor.
Well, because there's some symbolism behind the color red, so you want to enter the new year
You're
with
so bullshitting everybody
the right spirits. It also symbolizes wealth.
In red underwear on New Year's Eve is a must, as is believed by many Italians to bring good luck and prosperity in the coming year.
He kind of
pretty much what I said. Pretty much what I said.
Okay. Okay. Last one. Don't let salt fall on the floor.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's something about that. It's something like you're shitting on the dead.
No. No. Another Italian superstition is that the belief that spilling salt leads to financial ruin. This comes from ancient times when salt was a valuable commodity in the Italian household. To ward off bad luck from spilled salt, it's customary to throw a pinch of grains over your left shoulder 3 times.
Yeah, that's right. I knew that one. Oh, I've heard it before.
Sure,
I should say.
Sure you did.
Never practiced it, but I was aware of it.
You don't do that when you spill salt?
No, I don't really use salt.
You don't use salt?
Every time I spill salt.
Yeah, I use seasoning salt.
That's why your fucking pumps suck.
No, my pumps are
on the salt train.
That's why I hold so little water.
Surprisingly, blood pressure.
You know what?
That's why you cramp up so much.
You know what? You're from the fucking 80s. You actually believe that. That's why you think. That's why you're not adding any salt.
That's why I'm so sinewy.
Yeah. That's why you're dry and rotted.
That's right.
Let's see. My meal prep service got delayed, so I had to cook my own meals today. Should I take a rest day today?
Oh, you'd be right.
Should I take a rest day today since I am now pre-fatigued? Yes.
Is this fucking serious?
Guys obviously making fun of all of
it.
I've been seeing guys. I've been telling. I can't fucking tell you, man. I went on a rant on one of my solo Q&As, and I've been seeing ever since. I don't know if it's because people are sending them to me, or just because my fucking phone's listening to me, or just because it's become the norm now. There are so many fucking influencers talking about fatigue and how to not overtrain and how you should do low volume.
Meanwhile, none of them train hard to begin with.
Don't do a lot of reps. Don't do a lot of sets. Make sure you don't train to it. I'm like, oh my God, you guys, and they're all like under 200 pounds, all of them.
So
it's not one guy over 200 pounds unless he's like 6'5". There's not one guy over 200 pounds saying any of this shit.
It's like Paul size.
Hey. 52, Ian.
Shredded though.
That's right.
Am I the only person angry by this shit? Like I almost like honestly.
But that's aren't you really surprised though?
I saw a kid doing a 1 RIR on a fucking cable movement, and I was like, I saw that video. I'm like, first of all, the fact that you said 1 RIR is about to make my head explode.
What is that?
Reps in reserve, Paul. That's
1 rep in reserve.
Oh God!
They're training 1 rep from failure.
He did it. Paul, you had. I wish I could find the video. He did this set. He's struggling his ass off to do like this 1 arm tricep extension. This is all he's doing.
Yeah,
wasn't like he was
grueling exercise.
Yeah, exactly. Wasn't like he was squatting.
Very low fatigue exercise.
Yeah. Right.
And he finishes the set, and he's like, "Oh, that's about a 1 RIR." I'm like, "What are you doing to my sport?
You've lost the plot.
What are you doing to my fucking beloved cult fucking sport that I love so much? What are you doing?"
And he had no triceps, probably.
And he had no triceps, no muscle, no shoulders, nothing. Yeah. Just a big, poofy head of hair. I'm like, what is happening to
and a huge vagina? Vagina,
massive flapping vag.
Yeah.
I just
flippity vag.
Look, I agree with fatigue management in a workout to get the most of it. Do I think that you should start your workout doing a 30 rep set of squats? No, I don't think that's advantageous at all. Do I think that talking about a fucking single arm push down as fatiguing and measuring RIR is ridiculous?
Okay, but can we take a macro view of it instead of a micro view? Like the macro view of it is like a satellite view of it is this to me. Most of you people are not training hard to fucking need to worry about your fatigue. Like me and
There's
Paul,
not enough intensity for you to even worry
like,
about
listen, and I'm not fucking sucking my own cock. I swear here. Me and Paul used to kill each other in the gym. Like when Paul started training with me, he threw up every leg day.
Never liked it.
We would, and granted, I will tell you, and I said this in my solo Q&A, if you're sore for 6 fucking days, you're probably doing a little too much.
Right.
But it's not even close to that, man.
Well, don't you?
And as also, sorry, one more thing. As far as looking at it from a satellite view, I also look at it from the point of view of if you go too far, your body will tell you. Then you just step back a bit. But these guys are too worried to even reach the edge. It's like
because they think that they're riding in some phantom zone of optimal that doesn't exist.
Right.
Because it definitely doesn't exist as an overall thing, and it would be individualistic at best.
Right.
So like you can't, one person's optimal is another's. And like you can't give someone like saying this is the optimal way because my optimal doesn't apply to Ian. Ian can lift a shit ton more weight than my kid. If I did Ian's workout, I wouldn't want to work out for a week.
Yeah.
Because he moves a ton of weight and I'm just not able to do that. But it's like, so these guys are making these assumptions, and that's the problem with the whole thing. It's like you guys can put out the information, but you're being so broad about it and you're painting with such huge strokes that these kids that are watching you, that are emulating you or listening to you, they think it's that simple. And then they're just looking at stuff through this wide lens, like optimal training, RIR, blah, 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 blah. It's like, but they don't even understand like Ian said, they're missing the plot. Like you don't even know what you're doing.
But don't you?
You're just like cherry picking shit.
Okay, but listen, as trainers, so I'll ask you guys. You guys are both, Ian, you've coached tons of people, including a Mr. Olympia.
3-time Olympia winning coach, by the way.
Mike, you train
three time.
You train people. You actually train people in the gym every fucking day.
Literally,
so that's even more to the point. Do you guys think people are even reaching the fucking limit? Like I don't see people.
So
reaching the limit.
let me just clarify though. What are we talking about reaching the limit on? Intensity within one set or with the volume of the workout?
Look at it. Step all the way back. I'm talking about when I say reaching the limit, I'm saying reaching the limit where your body's overtrained. I don't see people training hard enough to even need that, where they're like, oh, I'm overtrained. I need a deload week. I don't, and people are like, why would you rather train and not reach the limit of potentially overtraining or failure, or whatever your body is? Why would you not want to get there? And then just to put a deload week in your program?
Well, deload weeks don't really make sense in the basis of hypertrophy. That's more of a strength training based foundation.
Yeah,
when I say deload week, let me rephrase it because I don't mean it by the technical definition. I mean like maybe that week you reduce your volume a little bit so your body can catch back up.
Yeah, it's a deload. Yeah, so I mean, I think the way to approach it is start from, if you're starting off new at this, you start at a very low volume and you build up until you find your tolerance threshold that you're talking about.
Sure.
Keep building up in a, semi-regular basis, whatever it is, trying to be progressive in your weights that you're using and whatever, while maintaining good or even improving your form until you find a point where you're having a hard time recovering from your workouts. And then you kind of chill there until you are able to add a bit more, and then you kind of reset,
But do you, and also, if you're having a hard time recovering from your workouts, is that necessarily time to scale back, or is it time to look at the rest of your program and go, maybe I'm not eating enough, maybe I'm not sleeping enough, maybe my body, maybe my body, like sometimes I think people are so quick to be like, oh, this is too hard for me, I got to scale back. Maybe your body has to adapt a little bit too.
Well, that's the thing to say to you. Like you were saying, if you're sore for 6 days, maybe you've done too much. It's like if you're being exposed to a new style of training, or you're training in a new program, whatever it is, something that's new in terms of intensity or duration or volume, you can expect there to be a response like that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that that's going to be forever the response.
Right.
Your body will acclimate and adapt to that stress, and you could do that same workout 3-4 months from now and be like, I could have done like 3 more fucking sets. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But you're acclimating to stress, and these kids, they don't seem to understand that. They seem to view every workout as like it's its own. It's the most optimal thing right now, and then the next thing you do is the most optimal thing. They understand that it's like this building period, and it's this like gradual lift up to being to where you want to be.
Right.
And doing all these optimal things along the way isn't adding to all that. It's the quality of work.
Right.
over
Right.
time that's doing it. And they're just so fixated on the now. Like you'll see these kids, like I see them because I'm in the gym. There's no muscle on them. Like in terms of like bodybuilding standards, let's say. There's muscle, obviously.
Yeah.
They're doing 2 sets, they're taking their shirt off and they're in the mirror
Posing,
doing this, like instantly fucking pulling side triceps and like doing this stuff, and they got like bitch tit and fucking whatever, and they're like, you've done 3 sets, dude, and not even hard sets. Like I could understand if you did like a bunch of draw, you like went crazy at the start and you got this crazy pump and you're like a fucking little maniac and you want to pose. Like they're doing like warm-up sets with like dumbbell curls, and then they're doing like some laterals, and then their shirts off. Like,
I mean, I don't like look, I don't personally, I mean, it's a different era. I didn't really do that unless I was actually like peeled for a fucking show and it was a week out. Maybe I might do that, but like I don't necessarily give a shit about that if the other part of the equation was there.
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would be like, these kids do what they do. I'm not like going to be, I'm not saying they're being like, fuck you, bitch. Like, but it's like, have something to show. Like you're delusional if you think that is like, well, I'm happy that you're happy to be here, but like you're nowhere near where you should be to be acting like a maniac like that and putting your shirt off in the gym.
Well, that's
train like an animal first if you're going to do that.
I guess that's kind of more what I mean is like when we were training, we would be so involved in the workout that I wouldn't want to stop to take my shirt off and pose. Like I wanted to get to the next set.
Wasn't even a thought for me.
Yeah.
Like, look, I don't think there's a barrier for entry for like, look, I think taking your shirt off and posing in the gym is fucking faggot material anyways. But I think that in a public gym, especially, but I think that there's not like a barrier. It's not like, okay, once you're 217 pounds.
No,
it's like,
I don't. Yeah, I don't think so.
But yeah, I mean, I think if that's a concern of yours during your workout is like posing and checking your pump more than it is being like into the workout, I think it's a bit off.
Your priorities and your outlook on what you're doing and why you're there are off.
Yeah.
You're there for an instant gratification, and there's no such thing in this sport.
I've never taken my shirt off in a public gym like to pose mid workout in my entire life of being a.
It would never cross my mind.
Yeah,
I never wore a tank top in a gym.
I wouldn't either if I was you.
I guess
one time I was okay.
Oh, burn!
At the risk of sounding old as fuck and out of touch, I just listen. I'm all for science and I'm all for learning and I'm all for experimenting and shit. But like, I just think people are getting way. I told Paul today I have the best example of what I'm saying right here. It will sum up everything I'm trying to say. This kid is showing people how to do barbell rows. So he shows 4 variations. Okay. First variation, his arms are like this. And he's like, this is only 10% back activation or whatever. I don't remember what he said, but he was like, this is minimal. Then he put his arms like this. And he's like, this is 30%. I'm like, okay, cool. Then he put his arms like the way you'd normally do a barbell row. He kind of tucked him in and rotated his wrists. Barbell. Okay. He's like, this is 70%. I'm like, okay, that looks like a good barbell row to me. What's he going to do next? The last iteration, he has an incline bench facing him, and he's got his forehead on the incline bench, and he's like, now it's perfect. And I'm like, no, now you just ruined it. Now you just took a good barbell row and you tried to isolate it so much, you took all of the fucking power out of it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's such a thing. I guess what I'm trying to say is there's such a thing as
over-engineering.
You're going too fucking far. Like, you don't have to find new exercises. You have to do the ones we have harder.
Well,
that's what
I
think
think first.
A lot of you like people who start now, like, you know, the example you're using earlier, the guy who's doing the 1-arm tricep cable pushdown, I think you said he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And you said the guy had no arms. So he's still building his physique. Get away from that exercise to begin with. Start doing some skull crushers, some close grip bench presses, some heavy cable tricep extensions. Like,
the only problem I have with this argument is
isolation.
Like, if we saw someone with ridiculous arms that could have done anything to get those, like Phil Heath could have been wasn't doing fucking 4-plate close grip bench and fucking, he's doing pump shit, fucking cable, whatever. So it's like, does he get a pass for it? But then this kid doing the same thing doesn't. So it's like,
it's not working for this kid though, obviously. If he's got
he's not fucking Phil Heath. He probably isn't eating enough. He's probably not sleeping enough. He's probably not on gas like a lot of guys. Look, I think the training is fucking stupid for sure. But like, our judgment is based off the physique, I think is a little ridiculous.
I have an answer for that. You know, I have an answer for that. And this is, again, maybe this is my own personal opinion. I believe that some of the what word am I looking for? I guess some of the gaps we're seeing in the physiques nowadays, or some of the unimpressive type of physiques that we're seeing, are more based on the fact that guys have gotten away from some of the compound shit that they used to.
The only reason I disagree with you is because I think that these amount of physiques have always been here, if not more. It's just with social media, they have a platform to show it off at a way higher rate than in the past. I think there's always been, like, look, every gym I grew up at, no matter what the style or whatever was popular, hardcore training, fucking old school barbell, there was 99% were absolute garbage dog shit physiques, just like they are now. Now they can just post it all over social media, and we see it all the time.
But hold on a minute. I'm not talking about garbage physiques. That's where we're different. That's where we're missing each other.
Any physiques, whatever.
But that's the whole point. I'm seeing great physiques that have gaps, and those gaps look like it's a 3D tissue issue. This guy's missing adductors. This guy's missing hamstrings. This guy, because you're doing.
I agree with that 100%.
I'm doing my fucking toes at the very bottom of the leg press with my feet together, and I'm not squatting because I don't need to squat anymore. Okay, fine. But then your leg is not going to have that fucking 3D dense tissue buildup.
No, at the end of my career, I did lose density in like my erectors and like my lower lats and part of my backs from stopping doing things where I was pitched over holding heavy fucking weight, you know?
Right.
Like for sure I did.
So look at James. Always said, we went back to heavy training again. His physique changed again.
So am I saying like, oh, you shouldn't do this? I'm not saying that. I'm saying everything has its place. What I'm saying is nowadays I'm seeing an overemphasis away from traditional compound movements, and I think it's showing in some of the physiques. That's it.
Yeah, it's so hard to say because I mean, like when I'm actually in the gym, it's not what I necessarily see, and it's like it's tough because I think what gets circulated is these ridiculously
crazy,
exercises of people doing one arm inverted fucking air
it's
shit.
It's like a content problem, you know what I mean? Like you can only showing someone how to do compound movements is like they're very involved and they're very
boring.
But they can be like meticulous and you can get very detailed with them and show stuff. But people are like, it's the rise of like the Panadas and the fucking new techs and like all these machines coming in like and they're fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, look at how easy it is for me to do this. They've taken all the hard work out of it. I just have to move in this machine now because it literally is lifting for dummies because they're designed so well.
Yeah.
But but the thing is, if you understood the foundations of lifting, like benching, squatting, deadlifting, barbell rowing, the crossover into these other movements would be even more profound to you because now you're like, I know how to do that shit that's hard on something that's really easy. So I can connect even better because that connecting on that barbell row is fucking hard.
Right.
Yeah.
You see people just snap the bar up, snap the bar up, snap the bar up, and they're like, I'm doing 5 plates. Like, yeah, but your back sucks, bro. Like, you're not doing barbell rows. You're not hitting your back. So they're like, oh, I won't do that. Then I'm going to go do this machine. Well, you're doing the machine the way you were doing the barbell row. Well, it's like this snapping and squeezing, and there's no control of like anything. There's no lengthening of the arm. Like I watched a kid today in a video. He's doing a panada row. And he's sitting up erect like this. So he's just like letting the handle out. The handle could go to my fucking hallway.
Yeah.
He's letting the handle go here. And then he's like,
snapping it.
And it's the slow, but like you can see there's no back movement at all. Like you can see his back. Nothing's happening.
Yeah.
And I hate to break that to everybody. Unless you see the muscle working, it's probably not in some capacity. If you don't see it stretching, if you don't see it lengthening and shortening, nothing's happening there, right? Like we can say that with almost certainty on a lot of things, but it's like, especially when it's an isolation movement. So it's like, why are you doing that? Like, what's the point? You learned horrible shit before. You probably did dumbbell rows like that. You stood up straight and you were like sawing wood. And now you're like, oh, I did that on a machine.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing, right?
Yeah. I just like from what I was saying, I think from a social media standpoint, posting a nice barbell row, unless you're like James level strong, does nothing for you.
I know.
But posting, like, look at how big Eric Janicki's got from posting this fucking fancy pants stuff. It's different. It gets people like, oh, this might be different, or the secret to doing it. So I understand from a marketing standpoint, I'm not even going to hate on it because like it builds people businesses. Even, I don't think they're whatever. But so that's why we get so much more of it. But when I'm actually in the gym, I don't know if I see that same representation. Do I see guys doing single arm, whatever? Yeah, but I don't see guys doing, I was there today. Every single squat rack was full with people doing front squats, back squats, barbell squats, like good form, people doing heavy pressing, people doing deadlifts. I see it more than I see the fucking fancy pants shit.
Well, that's good to hear.
So it depends where you train, of course.
Right.
Like for sure.
No,
but I'm training a fucking good life in Ottawa. You know what I mean?
But that's great to hear because I don't train at a fucking public gym anymore. So I
Yeah.
don't.
Far removed.
All I get is the social media shit.
Yeah.
That's all I get. Right.
So like I'm sure if you go to Alpha Land, do I think that's probably more commonplace? Yes. You know, I think there's a lot of influencers there. They're trying to film content, and this content will be revolving around that. But you know,
look, just to wrap it up, I'm not hating on anybody that does that shit. When I was bodybuilding, I was that guy. I used to I remember doing a fucking pullover on a lying leg curl.
Yeah.
And it was like it was kind of a joke, but it also felt really good. I'm like, this kind of feels good.
Yeah.
So I remember like making up exercises. That's
exactly.
I get it. That's how social media works. I understand. And I'm not saying there's not even a place for it. Like even some of those fucking things work. Like I used bands for a long time.
100%.
People are like, why use a
The thing
band?
that I have an issue with is like innovation is great, but it's like the Eric Janicki guy, for example, like he does like I was very like big on this, like laying on an incline bench and crossing cables and doing laterals this way, right?
Yeah.
Which is understandably like it's like all of us could make that work.
Right.
Because we'd understand how to like retract our scapulas and like drive out from the place it's supposed to drive from. But the thing is, the kid who's watching he's directly comparing like a dumbbell lateral to that lateral.
Yeah.
And showing with an intensity meter which one's more effective, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, so the kid's going to see from the video, the cable one's more effective because he showed me it's like there's more tension throughout. But that kid doesn't understand the mechanics of locking down his body and holding his arms out here with like very little tension and opening up and being able to control. And they're also going to think they have to do too much weight. So it's going to immediately be this.
Yeah.
And then this thing, and it's like, there's nothing wrong with what he's showing.
No.
But you're Eric Janicki and you're jacked, dude. And you obviously know how to work out because you look great. So you got to get into telling these kids, like, it's not just about this intensity meter you're showing and comparing like dumbbell laterals and showing how ineffective they are, being lazy about it. And then you show this and act like it's the next greatest thing. Well, tell people like you need to keep your traps down. You need to engage your rear delt. You need to do things where your pressure is back on the bench. So you're not lifting with your arms, you're lifting with your lats and your elbows, whatever it is. Like get into that much detail because visually you and all of us know a lot of these people will see something and they'll watch it and they'll go to the gym and you'd be like, what are you doing? And they'll be like, I'm doing that thing. And you're like, that's not it.
Yeah.
That's not fucking it, what you're doing. Like this is a disconnect, right?
No, I think innovation is good as long as it's done properly.
And explain it to people.
Yeah, which I think Eric tries to do, but I think it's, I think a lot of people are just looking for something that's unique and different because they think it's like a solve, But, but like I said, where I am, I see people for the most part doing like fucking hard shit,
Let's move on.
They just don't train hard.
Thoughts on Dan Solomon speaking about spreading, balancing the prize money in all categories and also bringing back the worldwide Olympias as it used to be. I don't know exactly what he said, but do we have any issues about the Olympia being other places?
Nope.
I think it'd be great.
Yep. As long as one of the brands is paying my way, they can put it wherever the fuck they want.
Come to Toronto.
What about spreading the prize money in all categories? This is
I think the prize money should
subject,
be.
Yeah.
I think it should be spread according to like anything.
The revenue that category
that category generates, and I think that would be open, then classic, then blah 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 blah. And I think it should be as such. I don't think just like right now there is kind of a legacy order in it, and I think some of the older divisions that have had time for the prize money to develop are a little ahead of ones that are more popular, which is fine. But I think it should be according to that they need to do like every other big fucking brand does, is look at the actual numbers and demographics and poll people and like. People that buy the live stream before you can go on the live stream. What are your favorite classes? What are you here to watch? What athletes do you like? Make them fill out these things. Make it so they get 10% discount on the thing if they fucking, fill out the polls. Get the numbers. Do it for a few years. Get the numbers and be like, all right, this is where the prize money is going. 92% of people watch this. 8, blah blah blah, whatever. Not 92, but
and then you got some stats to back up why you're paying certain categories.
There's a reason the WNBA makes less than the NBA, and it's just because nobody watches it compared to the NBA. It's just like the fact of it,
Yep.
Paul.
Yep.
What's your least favorite thing to see a dude wearing in the gym?
The gym, well, like you just said, we don't go to a public gym. It's been a while.
But
I would say the douchiest thing I see guys do is these like homemade tank tops that are like basically like bibs now. You know what I'm talking about?
I fucking can't. I think that's why I got my own gym, just so I didn't have to see that anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
Like,
you're talking about the ones that are cut like all the way down to their fucking like love handles. Just like this barely a shirt. It's just like
it's like a bib.
yeah.
Yeah. That might be.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, man. That one fucking drives me batshit. I'm like, why are you even wearing it? Don't wear a shirt.
It's just so douchey. Like, I mean, unless you got.
I'll say mine. I'm sure Fouad has done this. Is tights with shorts.
No, I've never done that. I used to do my tights and I had fucking massive legs. I just wear tights.
Tights is okay if
tights,
you're huge.
Tights and a long shirt was my go-to on leg day.
Yeah, tights with shorts under is like I don't know why it's some athlete fucking thing, but it's such a.
Why do you think I would do that? Fucking Paul would do that. I wouldn't do that.
I have a pair like that.
I know you do.
But
no, I mean like full length tights to your ankles with shorts.
No, that
not like ones that have like a built-in like.
Yeah,
that's
like
cool.
you're
that's
about to
fine.
go for a fucking marathon run.
I thought you meant like fighting shorts. Another annoyance, like guys who are like, maybe like their first 6 months into bodybuilding and they go for leg day and they're wearing tights.
Yeah.
Like if you're a guy wearing tights, you better be pro bodybuilder legs.
I always said if you don't have 30-inch quads, you can't wear tights.
Yeah, when I said before of like barrier for entry for posing or whatever, when it comes to tights, I completely retract that statement. Because if you're some skinny fuck wearing like a stringer and wearing tights in the gym, like do what you want, but that looks fucking dumb, bro. You know, it only looks cool on guys with really, really, really big legs. And even like then, pro level I did it like 5 times in my life. You know,
I do think there's there's zero barrier to entry, but I will make fun of you if you have no muscle and you start posing in the gym.
Sure. So
okay,
100%.
Like, sorry.
Yeah, I'll make fun of you, but I don't think it's like you're allowed.
You can do whatever you want, but I'm
exactly.
Yeah. If you could only, we've done this before. I think if you could only eat one dessert for the rest of your life, Paul, vanilla ice cream.
Vanilla ice cream, definitely, or vanilla pudding.
Vanilla pudding.
Vanilla pudding.
Yeah, I love vanilla pudding.
How about rice pudding?
Yo, you're getting old.
I like rice pudding. Rice pudding or vanilla pudding?
Rice pudding's delicious.
I've always loved vanilla pudding.
What's better, rice pudding or vanilla pudding?
Vanilla pudding.
No.
Yes.
What about vanilla rice pudding?
Ooh, I never tried that, but that's with a little bit of cinnamon too. That would be really good. See, there you go, Fouad. It enhances the cinnamon.
What about creme brulee?
It doesn't enhance. It's the bland fucking bottom shit of every dessert. It's the base of every fucking
It's
dessert.
the enhancer of
everybody. Listen, vanilla needs to be added to make it taste great.
No,
that's
it's
why
great on its own.
That's why every vanilla dessert has something with it, like apple crumble or like a fucking strawberry something. Like no one eats just fucking vanilla.
Yeah, but you're really just eating those as like a receptacle, like as like a way to move the ice cream. You know,
totally opposite. I'm eating the apple crumble because it's fucking delicious.
It's like whipped cream. It's like people have a piece of pie and then put like fucking layer of whipped cream on it. It's like you just want to eat the whipped cream. Just eat the whipped cream. Like
no,
yes, 100%. Yeah.
No, I want to eat the apple crumble.
Nah,
and then the ice cream is like a nice.
I wouldn't eat apple crumble if it didn't have ice cream with it.
That's right, but the apple crumble is the base, and the vanilla is the add-on.
I like you'd eat the vanilla ice cream by itself, but you wouldn't eat the pie by itself.
I'd eat the pie by itself.
Well, you would
I'd eat the vanilla ice cream just because I'm like, fuck, whatever, I'm hungry.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I wouldn't choose to eat vanilla ice cream. I eat it because I'm a slob. There's a difference.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You guys, you don't know what you're missing.
I do know what I'm missing. It's bland.
It's not bland at all.
It's nothing.
Not a proper vanilla.
What about you like? What's your favorite vanilla though? You like Haagen-Dazs vanilla or like just a basic vanilla?
French vanilla usually.
Have you had Haagen-Dazs vanilla ice cream?
Oh yeah, yep. They have a great one. Breyers is probably my favorite vanilla ice cream.
Breyers is not real ice cream.
What about Kawartha Lakes?
And
Kawartha's Lakes, yes. Remember we went to that cottage? I went there just to get a vanilla milkshake.
But vanilla is like the egg whites of dessert.
No.
Nothing better than a vanilla milkshake.
Coming from the guy that still eats egg whites and oatmeal.
Vanilla is the egg whites of dessert. For sure. It's just the bland undertone fucking shit that's part of something else.
Doesn't have to be fancy. Just gotta be effective.
Whatever.
You guys and your period ice cream, your chocolate.
I love it.
Your gay dessert.
Chocolate.
Can Paul tell us a tale of when he got way too high? And also, does he still do his 2 a.m. cookie munch?
I don't keep cookies in the house.
You can tell him the Victor Martinez story.
I can retell that story. Yeah,
you ended up being best friends with Victor Martinez without even knowing it.
Yeah, we hung out. Yeah.
You know why that story is funny is because you're such a bodybuilding fan. You're like, he came to me afterwards. He's like, I got so high I was hanging out with Victor Martinez. We were all like proud of
Well, then you guys thought that I was lost because you guys couldn't find me for a while, and all of a sudden I walk. Well, I don't know if you were with the group. I think
So
you were
we
doing
can't. We're not going to tell anybody who it was, but Paul smoked with a certain somebody who outsmoked him,
Yeah, I was smoking resin. Rosin.
and Paul ended up lost by himself
and panicked.
at the Arnold Classic and panicked because he had no idea where anybody was, and somehow
And sorry,
go ahead.
it was like my first like expo or show that I've been to since doing the podcast. So I wasn't used to people
That's
coming
right.
up to
People
me
were
to
coming
take
up to
pictures
you all
and
the time.
stuff.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
and so in panic mode, that made that very uncomfortable.
And he somehow ended up sitting next to Victor Martinez just out of the blue.
Turns out it was just a random Dominican guy. It wasn't even Victor Martinez. The guy's like, this guy thinks I'm Victor Martinez.
That'd be That'd have been hilarious.
POW 1088 says, how many dudes has Ian hooked up with?
This week?
How many guys you banged in?
This week or lifetime?
Yeah. Let's start with this week.
Be specific.
Big numbers, Paul.
Favorite barbecue food? Well, we know Paul's not eating ribs or chicken thighs or anything delicious. What's your favorite barbecue food? Burgers?
Or a good steak.
Which
Chicken
one?
breast.
Chicken breast. Are you fucking serious?
If I had to pick one,
Pick the shittiest food. What's
What
wrong with
the
your
fuck,
palate?
bro?
Chicken breast and vanilla?
I don't eat stuff on a bone to it. You know that.
You literally picked the worst meat, and you're like, I want to barbecue that.
What are you going to barbecue other than a steak or a chicken breast?
Other than a steak or chicken breast, a steak,
burger.
a burger,
Yeah.
ribs, a
Brisket.
brisket, a fucking chicken thighs, drumsticks, a fucking
I do like a good barbecued
corn,
sausage.
barbecue
Corn.
corn.
I'm not big on
Hot dogs. Put some hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
some ballparks.
Okay, which is your favorite out of all those? Chicken breast. Chicken breast.
Well, that's my go-to, no question. But if I had to pick my favorite of all those, eat probably a barbecue burger or a barbecued ballpark, Frank.
Ian?
Yeah, good sausage, ribs are probably top two.
I think sausage for me. Mike?
Burger.
I love a good hot dog.
A good burger on a barbecue is fucking good for sure.
I think I
barbecued.
I think I eat hot dogs so little that I'm like,
Yeah.
it makes me want them.
A barbecued hot dog with a slice of cheese around it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's your toppings though?
Ketchup, mustard. I keep it easy.
I don't necessarily need the cheese, but I need relish.
That's apparently blasphemy putting ketchup on a hot dog,
Really?
Whoever said that's retarded. You got to have ketchup.
Yeah,
you
ketchup,
put-
mustard.
I fucking
just
eat
mustard on 'em.
I eat the hot dog so I can have the
Just
ketchup.
mustard? You just put mustard?
It's like an American blasphemous thing that you don't put ketchup on like sausages and hot dogs.
Well,
That's a German thing, isn't it?
Well, then I will say that Americans did this one right because ketchup belongs on everything.
Yeah.
Ketchup may be my favorite condiment.
I wouldn't
It
put
is.
ketchup on them.
I used to go through a ton of it.
I'd put like a good relish on there, some mustard, stuff like that.
Relish, mustard. I don't do onions on anything because I'm always
I like onions.
I hate the after stink.
Yeah.
I just feel
That's
I just feel like I stink after I eat onions or garlic.
That's my thing with garlic. I love garlic, but I stink like it for fucking days afterwards.
You do, dude.
I know. Yeah.
This motherfucker comes to the gym and I'm like, you reek.
He's super sensitive to garlic, though.
I am. In 1988 in Detroit, it's 1988 in Detroit, and Paul's at the bar, and Rush comes on. True or false? He did coke 5 minutes before.
Probably very true because I used to hang out in Detroit bars back in those days.
No, you did not. Shut
How
the
old
fuck
were
up.
you in 88?
No, that's a little too early. I would have been hanging out in Detroit bars when I was like early 90s.
You didn't hang out in Detroit bars. You went
I used to go every weekend.
you went a few times.
Kobo Joe's, The Post, Wheelers.
Okay. You can count the amount of times you went on both hands, guaranteed.
It was like an every weekend thing for a while.
Really?
Yeah. Remember, they used to have this place there. It was a boat that was docked on the Detroit waterfront.
I remember that.
Baja Beach Club.
Yeah.
On Sunday nights was Canadian Money at Par, and it was stripper night there. So it was.
Paul's favorite night.
Paul loves strippers.
And this is before 9/11. You didn't need a passport or nothing to cross the border. So you could go. They couldn't arrest you for drunk driving. Nothing. We just go get fucked up over there.
You could drive into the United States without a passport.
You used to be
You could
able to,
enter
yeah.
without a
So
passport.
how would they track you being
License.
in there?
You
Just
just
show
show
them
your
your
driver-
license.
No,
Fuck, guys, no. Guys would have a newspaper in front of their face. They'd be like, "Where are you going? Bar, go." That's why.
Really?
So, but like, what if you just ended up staying down there for 10
No,
years?
wait a minute, Paul. I crossed before 9/11. I used to always have to show at least a birth certificate or something.
But it was nothing. Like it was nothing though. It was like a
No, they didn't fucking care. But I used to have to show a birth certificate or driver's license.
But
So,
there
like,
was
are
no
they tracked- were they
databases
tracked-
back then. Like
So,
when I
like,
started
how would
working
they
at
know?
customs,
How would they know that you didn't just go into the U.S. and stay there for 10 years?
they didn't know.
Really?
It wasn't a big deal back. Like that wasn't an issue at that time. Like I remember when I first started working at the border, like we used to like it wasn't a computer system where you typed in someone's name to check for like lookouts and that. It was a binder. You would look through a binder, flip through the pages to find someone's name. It was like very,
I remember always having to show a birth certificate though. They asked for some ID.
typically you have to prove your citizenship for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, but
it's not like now. No, after 9/11, it became like passports and like
and
more
even border
questions.
officers didn't have the powers to arrest for drunk driving in those days.
Yeah, lots changed. Okay. We'll do a couple more and then we'll go. What are the top 5 worst exercises for bodybuilding?
The side plate raise.
Yeah, for sure.
Number 1. That's literally number 1.
That is pretty
Makes your
fucking
waist
stupid.
bigger for no gain at all. Yeah.
I really despise this one.
What's that?
The
What is
fucking back, the fucking, this one. This,
The
that's
single arm
that's
pull
still at
down?
least a valuable exercise, you know?
I know, but I think I see so many people doing it and doing it shitty that I'm like, just
Yeah, it's
stop,
just a
dude.
pull
Just
down.
stop, just stop doing it. Just stop.
Okay, how about the dumbbell pullover to expand your rib cage from the 70s?
I love that movement. What
But
are
it
you
doesn't
talking
expand
about?
your rib cage.
No, but it feels good.
Yeah, but they were specifically doing it to expand their rib cages, I believe.
Your tension range on a dumbbell pullover is like, unless you're using a band, is such dog shit too.
I always use a band. I used to hook up a band to the
to the
dumbbell,
rack, yeah.
to the
That's what I
dumbbell
did
rack
too.
and then pull off it.
Yeah, that was actually a good way to do it. I like doing it that way.
I used to love doing fucking pullovers that way though with the band.
Yeah. But back, like, remember they used to do it like cross bench in the old days and they would like superset it with squats because they thought that the deep breaths would expand your rib cage.
That's fucking sick.
You know
Should bring
what?
that back.
In 20 years, someone's going to laugh at some of the dumb shit we're doing. So whatever. Who would realistically win in a bodybuilding competition in his prime, Paul or Greg Kovacs?
I competed against Greg Kovacs, as a matter of fact.
He spanked you, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, he put me in retirement. I saw him at the weigh-in, and that was it. I showed up for prejudge and never came back.
He was 374 pounds, you know?
Yeah.
Can you
he was close to
rapid
it.
fire these questions so more than 3 questions can be answered? Okay, we're going to do some rapid fire ones. One machine workout that you never want to see done again. I just said it. The back movement. Anybody else? Back move. Any
machine workout
that you never want to see done again? Quickly.
No, I don't really have one.
Okay.
Oh, the leg press. Remember how some people, they go on their knees and they press the leg press?
Oh,
See
yeah.
people do that?
Stuff like that for sure. So I was thinking of using it in its real application, but yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
Can we get Fouad Abiad and Paul Lauzon lifting video on the HOSSTILE account? Also would love to see Martin Brett and Ian train together again. Yes, me and Paul can do a workout video.
Sure. You don't want to see me spank those guys.
Dude, the motherfucker's 15 years younger than I am.
No, I was saying with Brett and Martin.
excuse.
Oh, Brett Martin. Okay. Anybody on here fans of Kenny versus Spenny? No.
It used to be.
It's good. Yeah.
Did they used to play tricks on each other and shit, like pranks?
They just prank each other.
Every time you shit, it fills whatever you're shitting into completely. Every time you shit, it fills whatever you're shitting into completely to the top without fail.
So the toilet.
Or instead of saliva, you produce mayonnaise. The mayonnaise is neutral flavored.
Yeah, I don't care if the toilet's right to the top. I just flush it and it goes down. It's fine.
No, it won't. Are you kidding me?
If it's all shit.
If you shit in the toilet and fill the entire toilet,
Well, for me,
it's
it's completely liquid. It's going down every time. Making no difference.
Liquid and blood.
It's just more water in there. It's just, it's making no difference to me. I'll take the toilet all day.
Oh my god!
The nails fit me so bad.
Flush at the beginning, it just starts going right down.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't
no
even
big
pile
deal.
up.
With a stick trying to fucking shove it
No,
down.
seriously though, think about it. That would be horrible. Because first of all, I don't want mayonnaise in my mouth all the time. That's disgusting. But at the
But
same
it's got
time,
no taste.
But at the same time, every time, yeah. But think about like you've creamy
That's
fucking.
gross as fuck.
Your mouth is
Shit.
cream filled all the time.
Yeah, I would just get an outhouse then,
But I'm just thinking, if you think of that, every time you shit, if you fill the toilet, you can't flush it. So
It would be
basically,
so
you have
satisfying,
to
though.
scoop
It
it
would
out.
feel so good.
Oh, so you gotta
I'm
manually
thinking
empty the
about
toilet
how
every
good it
time.
would feel to shit that much.
That means
Easy.
you're gonna have to shovel it out yourself. And
Oh,
throw
take
it away.
the
just
pail.
gotta
Imagine,
get
it was
like
just, imagine it was like soft serve and it just went around the bowl. Like,
What would you do when you're at work?
Okay.
You gotta find somewhere to put it.
mine would just be the same. Wouldn't make a difference.
Why does Ian want a girl over a boy?
I don't know. I
Okay.
just do.
Do you
Girls are
still
cuter.
take creatine when you're cutting water weight? Yes.
Bro, how fucking dumb are you? Yes, of course you do.
What is the most amount of food you've seen someone eat in a sitting, and also most you have done in a sitting? In one sitting, I've probably done like, I don't know, if I had to guess, 10,000 calories.
What was the size of that burger you ate that one time?
The 4-pound burger,
Was it 4 pounds?
4 pounds.
I've done 10 McDonald's cheeseburgers in a double cheeses in a sitting before. That's the
Double
most I've ever
cheeseburgers, 10 of them?
Double
I
cheeses,
can
yeah.
do that. I think I've probably done 8 to 10,000 calories in a sitting.
Well, remember we did that 20. Was it 20 or 10,000 calorie challenge?
No, it was 20.
how many calories is a box of Krispy Kremes? I'd like to do that. It's got to be up there.
And while we have the minute, just because I shit on that guy for the creatine, there's a difference between subcutaneous holding water and like intercellular, like interstitial in the muscle. And the creatine's not making you like hold a bunch of subcutaneous water. If anything, a lot of bodybuilders were actually incorporated during their carb up phase to give more fullness to the muscle from that added hydration to the cell. So there's a difference between you're trying to get rid of the subcutaneous water to show the definition better versus like cellular hydration of creatine.
And another note on creatine is they're showing that like upwards of 30 grams a day is actually showing crazy nootropic benefits. So I don't know if you want to use.
But your kidneys, bro, your kidneys.
Mike, it's 2,300 calories in a box of Krispy Kremes.
Oh,
Why? Is that one sitting or is that 2 boxes?
I've done that. No, I've done that. Like straight.
You know, every time we do this podcast, I feel like I want to binge my fucking face off afterwards because we talk about food and then I'm like, fuck. Okay. Also, side note, Justin Harris said the most he's seen was you, Fouad, during a refeed in prep, eating a mountain of sushi, and he was astonished at how you just kept going. See? My reputation precedes me, Paul.
I know you can.
None of us had any doubts, Fouad.
Let's see your Uber Eats orders this week.
What?
Yeah, pull
Let's
up
see
your
your
Uber
Uber
Eats.
No.
Let's see your history for the last month.
This
This is our new segment.
That's a
This is our
new
new
segment.
segment.
Yeah.
Let's see
over under 10 orders in the last week.
Last week was bad. I'm not doing it.
You say that every time. How is it coincidentally every time that last week was bad?
Paul,
But
tell
you
them-
look okay today.
Tell them how good I look. See?
You look okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're fucking slamming GLP-1 all week and eat no food and then eat fucking 10,000
What do you mean?
calories.
What are you talking about? Hey, it's like Paul said. If I can't
As long as
see
you
it,
look
yeah, as long as you look good, it doesn't matter.
Right.
My Uber Eats history. Let's take a look.
Do you ever Uber Eats, Paul?
Yeah, but not that often. Really, if I do it, it's for the kids most often.
Yeah.
I got into some bad habits with it.
Oh,
But
no,
maybe
we're
I've been
not.
fine.
I'm not doing this yet.
Let's see it.
Oh no,
Let's see it.
Just give us the worst one.
7-Eleven.
How much?
7-Eleven. We got it. There's a.
Oh my
we-
god, that's ultimate
there's a-
fat motherfucker.
There's a
things right there.
24-hour gas station right where we live, around his corner.
Yeah, but I have
from
to
his
go
house,
get
too.
it. Is that?
Yeah, it's
No, you don't understand. You don't understand. If I order, I ordered 5 Guys, and you can tack on
they had to stop.
snacks. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll get some burgers, and then
Some
I'll
chips.
It's almost like they make you tack it on.
Yeah, yeah. There's no extra
You
charge
can
for
complete
it.
my order.
I got a couple burgers, and then I wanted some ice cream. So I just like go to 7-Eleven.
Damn, I don't get it as much as I thought I did. I'm kind of fucking.
Yeah, I don't want to do this. It's not good.
I have Thai Express $52 on April 12th.
Okay.
Then I have 5
Dude,
Guys.
that was April 12th was fucking 2 weeks ago.
Wait, but then my one before that was February 14th.
What's
was
wrong
5
with
Guys.
you?
That's 2 months between. And then I have Shake Shack on February 6th when I was obviously in the US.
Oh my God. This is Ian's like 3 months ago. I did that last week.
Then January, I ordered some Smash Bros burgers to my house here because 5 Guys was closed and it was terrible. And then December 4th, so another month and a half before that, I got Indian food. And that's it. So I'm getting every like 6 to 8 weeks. I'm getting it seems.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably like once every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
There's a day here. Forget it. Just forget
Let's see. Come on.
But 4 or 5 on one day.
What's your worst day? Let's hear your worst day. Come on.
Oh my god, dude.
That'll be embarrassing.
There was a really
Girlfriends.
bad day. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys this. When I'm having a day where I feel a little depressed, I might Uber Eats might show up here 2 or 3 times in that day.
I'd rather you just up the cigarette intake than eat this much food. You know?
I like to see your neighbors. So like, there he is,
Definitely better
again,
for it.
another Uber Eats car in front of his house.
They're gonna think Fouad's a drug dealer with how much fucking cars are coming to his house. You know.
All right, last question. Bodybuilding and Bollocks royalty. Luke's 3rd place at the Arnold versus Ian's 2nd place at the Arnold. Who wins?
2nd place at the Arnold, bro. Come on.
I think Luke's going to beat you in that one.
I think my look that year I was 2nd might beat him, but
I will
sure.
say, in all honesty, and I love Luke to death. Let me just bring this photo. The only thing I'll say
I think I was just in too good a condition.
I was just going to say that. I think the conditioning would be the deciding factor.
Yeah.
Physique
Even one of sorry,
like,
go ahead.
I was going to say physique wise, this is outstanding.
Yeah, it's great.
Like it's a beautiful physique. But I think conditioning wise, it might put you over the top.
His conditioning's still not bad, but is there a back shot?
That's from the year I competed against him.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in good shape. You can see the texture of his skin there and shit.
Mm-hmm.
This is beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, that might take me. I don't know. It'd be a good show, though.
I don't see a back shot. Yeah, that's a good back double.
Yeah, he looks good.
I don't know. Luke was pretty great, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's the day before the show.
Yeah, he looked really good, that Arnold. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give it to Luke.
Yeah, he's a wild physique. I don't know, man. It's close.
Yeah.
That's him and Cedric.
Cedric won that one, right?
Yeah. He's a big fucking guy, though. Okay. All right. Last segment of the show before we go. We're doing this new thing I like that we started doing. We're going to watch the 1999 Mr. Olympia prejudging.
Yeah, there's Pavel Jablonski right there.
There's Pavel right there, yeah.
Jay.
Nasser.
Oh, yeah.
Nasser.
Mike Matarazzo.
Matarazzo, then Cormier.
Yeah.
And Jean-Pierre
Pierre.
Fuchs.
Oh, yeah.
And Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah.
Dexter Jackson.
Dexter. And then I think it was the guy who went to jail. What's his name again?
Craig Titus.
Craig Titus?
No, the black guy.
Victor Martinez.
No, fuck. He used to be in movies and shit, too.
No idea who you're talking about.
He went to jail for like drug charges, I think.
Mike Matarazzo is the very first pro I ever met.
Really?
JP Fusita.
Yep.
Yeah, he's huge.
Who is that? Who are you talking about? Flex Wheeler? No, who's next
Oh,
to
no,
him?
Flex.
Marcus Rule, Kevin Lavroni, Sean Ray, Lee Priest, not Ernie Taylor. Is that Ernie Taylor? Yeah.
Yeah, Milos.
Milos and Paul Dillette. Wow, what a fucking lineup.
Second greatest Canadian bodybuilder right there.
Look at these fucking three.
No, who am I talking about?
Chris Cormier.
He was a
Flex
really
Wheeler.
good poser. Who was the guy?
Look at Ronnie's fucking detail and conditioning. Look at this. When people talk about Ronnie's aesthetics, they're like, and look, you're forgetting 1998, 1999, when he was a little smaller. Like, this is phenomenal.
This was his first Olympia?
Second.
You want to see something that's fucking hilarious that I just did? I googled pro bodybuilder arrested for steroids, and guess
you came up.
My wife came up.
Yeah, I know. I was
She's
gonna
the
say
majority.
that.
She's the majority of it. No, what the fuck's his name? He was in that movie with Michael Jai White.
Quincy Taylor?
Is it Quincy Taylor?
You see,
He did a couple movies.
Paul Dillette kind of falling from grace here a little bit. Nasser also kind of on his way downhill there.
No, not Quincy Taylor.
Look how good Kevin looks. Jesus. That's such a fucking nice physique. Ian, leave that, man. Who cares?
Sorry, I'm trying to find the names bother me.
One second.
Lee Priest. Dexter's trademark shredded. Look how good fucking Dexter looks there.
Yeah.
Let's fast forward a bit here. Look at this. Seriously?
It's cool how they're just doing like fucking 3-man call outs, like kind of randomly back and forth here. I don't really get how they did this back then.
I know, but Ian, are you looking at this physique?
Who, Ronnie? Yeah, I mean, it's obviously
like, look at this is so fucking crazy. Look at the arms.
Look at the quads, bro.
The chest. No, I know. The quads are like, look at the sweep on the fucking
the projection compared to Nasser and Flex on the quad.
And then with a small waist.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Paul?
Yeah.
Look at the fucking legs and arms and chest on Ron. Like, look at this.
Ronnie's legs were so...
This is like, when people even make the comparison, it's like between him and other people. It's not a comparison. There's no comparison.
No.
Yeah. He was so dominant.
Quarter turn to the right.
What's he weighing here, roughly, you think?
I bet she's like
260? 270?
Yeah, I was gonna say high 50s, low 60s. Yeah, Ernie Taylor's triceps.
I know. So much oil in those things. And Melvin Anthony is who I was thinking of.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Pavel Jablonski, he was great for a long time, though. Eh? Like, he never placed all that great.
I beat him, Paul.
Did you?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
2007? No. 2007, I think.
What show?
Houston.
Really, eh?
Yep. You're one of your heroes. I
spanked see pictures of that, see if it was
spanked his
deserved
butt.
or not. Bad call.
Such an asshole.
His butt.
Okay, like check this shit out. Look at this. This is fucking wild, man.
Why do you think Cormier never got that like backside quite in that condition? Do you think that's just like a genetics thing like Samson where his glutes don't get quite that hard? Or do you think it's just like you just need to push more down?
I can't talk about Chris Cormier. He'll get mad at me.
Okay, sorry.
Flex looks soft there.
I don't know. You know, I'll be honest about Chris, and if he gets mad at me or not,
It's like it's one of the sickest physiques
it's
ever.
not my problem.
Yeah.
I always, coming up as a bodybuilder, I always thought Chris was one of my favorite physiques because it was so proportionate.
Mhm.
Nothing was out of balance. Everything was perfect. And I always loved the way his physique looked. He never got extra shredded. I don't know if it's because everybody said he partied a lot back then. I don't know if that's why. I don't know if it's genetic. I don't know what it is, but he just never got like that. I think this is probably one of the most conditioned shows he was at. But
Doesn't
like
he have the record for the most second place Arnolds?
I think so. Yeah, he's got 3 or 4. He got three of them to Jay, I think. But yeah, this is fucking 99. This is Jay.
Sean Ray.
You know, I always like Flex Wheeler's attitude on stage.
Yeah, very confident and cool.
He just had a very he had a swagger about him.
Yeah, remember that one cover of Muscular Development where Ronnie's hitting that side chest? It was like
That was 2000. That was a 2001 Arnold.
Is that what year that was?
Yeah.
That was an iconic photo too. It was just larger than life. Who did those covers? Was that Per Bonnell back in those days?
I don't remember who shot those. I remember they were backstage at the Arnold. They did a bunch of black and whites with MD, and I'm pretty sure it must have been Pear because Pear shot for MD back then.
God, look at that.
Oh, the detail of his
density
chest.
of his chest, yeah.
You don't see chests with that kind of detail anymore.
You don't see anybody with this kind of anything.
Nasser's back shitty at that show, eh?
That was Nasser took a major downturn after the 98 or 97 Olympia. 98, he kind of came back all right. And then 99, he kind of like, we really went downhill. I always thought Ronnie's triceps were huge, but they're also really thin.
Mm-hmm.
You ever
got
notice
the
that?
same triceps as me, to be honest.
Like this?
This is just how my triceps look.
Yeah.
Like it's just it doesn't like they're big, but it doesn't like project in the depth of the detail, you know?
Yeah.
But feathered, up and down.
Look at they don't do this stuff anymore. What is this? After round 2?
Yeah, showing it live as it went.
Is that live or is that because it's after they're posting this?
Oh, I don't know.
Was this on like ESPN back in those days too?
No, not 99. Nope. Okay. Just a little bit of bodybuilding history. Paul, lead us off. Send us to bed with good prayers in our minds.
Okay. Dear leader. Well, sorry, let us bow our heads. Dear leader. Well, I enjoyed tonight's talk. Went over several different things. I learned that the 19th century is really the 1800s. Ian's load replenishes every 90 days, apparently. Went over some different Italian superstitions that I didn't know about. So that I learned a few things tonight. So I'm thankful for that. Somebody actually sent me this thing. It was whenever I get stuck during a prayer, a framework to go by.
You probably shouldn't tell us about that part, though.
Okay, well, there's an acronym, which I think this person called it an acrostic. I think they use the wrong word there. I think it's an acronym they meant to say.
Okay.
So the acronym is PRAY.
Okay.
The P stands for praise. So in praise, you're supposed to give thanks for what you want to give thanks for. So
that doesn't sound like that's the right thing, though. Praise sounds like you're supposed to give praise to someone. Or
well, not according to David Ross, who sent me this.
Okay,
this
go
acronym.
on. Okay, carry on.
So if we're going to go over that, I mean, you guys can join in if you'd like to. Anything you want to say, you're thankful for. But I'm thankful tonight for you guys.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah. The second word was the R was repent.
Okay,
so
okay. What are you repenting for?
You're supposed to ask forgiveness for your sins. And
what did you do wrong? What did you do wrong this week? You want to repent for?
Probably jerk off a little too much. Probably smoke a little too much. Probably a few things that I do that I probably seek forgiveness for. But you guys got anything?
No, you carry on.
I can't top that one.
It's your prayer ball.
Okay.
What's the A stand for?
I forget what the A was now. So let's just move on from there.
Stands for
anal. That might have been anal. Yeah.
So everyone, please go do anal tonight.
Right. Yeah. So in one form or another, some anal play. The Y was yield, which was like I think if I remember correctly, he said yield to God something, which I didn't really understand. So I'm not going to go over the yield part either.
The Y too.
Part,
so really just a P in the R over.
So
which is what you've been trying to do every time here, anyway.
Yeah.
So that's it.
E.
Amen.
That's it.
Does pray?
Yep.
You got anything else? Anything else you want to talk about?
I hope you guys have a good week. See you guys in Pittsburgh pretty soon. Like I said, anything you guys want to ask for, got to praise or repent for or yield to?
No, that's great, Paul. We're thankful for you too. Okay.
Okay. Well, I think that kind of leaves it on a nice note.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
See you guys.
Bye.